Oh, yes. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back to Phil's Recap and Review. This was for The Last of Us, Season 2, the Season 2 finale. Yeah, just Episode 7, but it's still the finale. Or is it a finale, or is it a middle point? I mean, I guess it's a finale in a way. The season is over, and we're going to have to wait 2 years for more of this. But here we go, and this episode is called Convergence for obvious reasons. Wow, what an episode. I cannot wait to break this down with Joe Dirty Lux. He'll obviously be with us a little bit later as he does. I'm sorry, again, with the volume thing, if I'm too loud or too soft, please let me know. I mean, that's what she said, but I know, ha ha ha. Oh, yeah, it's great. But here we are tonight. We're going to talk all about this finale. This was a mixed bag for me personally. There were parts of this episode I really loved. There were parts of the episode I really did not like. I think that probably could be my whole thing for this whole entire season. There was so much of this season that I did really enjoy. Once we snapped into Abby at the end of this episode tonight, I liked it. You know, the what do we get, like 2.5 minutes of Abby? Like we were wondering where's Abby? We found Abby and we got like 2 minutes of her, but I think that was some of my favorite stuff of the season. It was really fun. I mean, there was some intense stuff going on in this episode tonight. There was also some hijinks, some nonsense, some dragging the feet, some boredom at times in this episode, but then some intensity. And I thought the points where they ended this season was probably very interesting, and I can't wait to get Joe's read on this, as I assume it is much different than how they did things with the game, where they more bounce back and forth between the two characters. But of course, I'm not alone. I have with me some of the beautiful, some of the most amazing, some of the wonderful blah, 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 chatters. We got the Walking David in here. We got Andrew. And I also something. I'll talk all about it in a second here. I'll break this down in a moment. There's some stuff to say here. There's some things and stuff to say in this one. We didn't get any clickers or anything like that tonight at all. Some sad parts too. Some bad acting parts at times too, where it seemed like two characters were reading dialogue at like a table read, and they weren't actually emoting energy to the performances. But I might be nipping, I don't know, I might be being douchey on that one, but there was a couple of scenes in this episode I was like, is that the best take the director could get? That being said, there were some intense moments, some good moments of action and drama mixed in with this episode. Like I said, it's a mixed bag. If I was voting in the poll for me, I'd be somewhere in between good, not bad, and okay. So somewhere in there. And we'll break this all down. There were some parts of the season that were bad, but there were also some parts that were worse, says the Walking David. God, I love you, Walking David. We got Old Tor from the live chat. We got Jake Jens. The scenes with Mel and Owen sucked compared to the game. This is what I can't wait to get Joe in here for. We got our good buddy Rishi here. Great to see you, my friend. Hope all is well with you. We've also got Andrew. Definitely should have done Abby's POV first. I think now that I'm seeing it and seeing the start of it, it probably makes more sense, especially when you're establishing a new character. But, you know, that would make me, I don't know. It's interesting. I am looking forward to breaking this all down and getting into all the points of this episode that I did like and didn't like. It was, as David said, it was a mixed bag between good and between bad and really bad. No, there were some scenes that I enjoyed in this episode, but there was some stuff that just had no, just like emotional foundation to it, which was weird to me considering some of the intensity that they had. Even parts where they had some action in moments, it was done in a very drawn out kind of way. That being said, the end of the episode was really intense. Once Abby got on screen, she has intense acting presence and she owns it. And I think, again, Jeffrey Wright was good in all of his scenes in this episode. And of course, we got to get rid of him. What was that shit with the island? With Ellie stopping on the island for 5 minutes and then, oh, convenient. We get the TV trope of, whatever. I'll hold that because I have a feeling Joe's going to go and have a conniption fit on that one. But I thought Dina was excellent in this episode. I thought Tommy was excellent in this episode. I thought I mentioned Jeffrey Wright. I thought some of the stuff that we had with all of that really worked. But we'll get all into this. Let me get back into the live motherfucking chat here. We got Sonic. You fucking boy. Season 3 should have had at least 10 episodes minimum to finish the story. Joe and I are going to talk about that. There were some announcements this week about amount of episodes and how long the show is going to go. Who else we got? It's Steven. Oh, great to see Steven, Loner Incognito, all of our friends in the live motherfucking chat tonight. We got the amazing Red Lipstick Club in the chat tonight. I officially hate the character of Ellie. All of her redeeming qualities are gone. I'm not far off. I mean, was the point of this episode to make us like the final season of Tony Soprano, just make us hate Ellie so we can sort of connect with Abby? I don't know. I was excited when the point of view shifted to somebody else. You know, I was like, whoa, fuck yeah, let's do this. This season is following the same format as the game, LJ says. We got Space Ghost Coast to Coast in the live chat. Great to have all of you guys. Anna, great to see you. Annis, Loner Incognito, Sonic, your boy, John, Haymaker, Monty G, all of our friends. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. Like I said, Joe Dirty Locks will be joining us in a second, but... Okay, I'm excited. I'm excited to get into this tonight. Let's do this thing. Finishing dinner, we'll be back. Awesome, Jackie C. Make sure you don't eat anybody, eat any humans. I don't know where I went there. But it's because of the lack of zombie action in this episode tonight. I don't know, was this the first Last of Us episode that didn't have... No, it wasn't the first one that didn't have anything. But we didn't have any clickers or infected at all of this episode. Not that means the episode's good or bad, but we didn't have either of them. Yes, Animal is here tonight too. Phil, play drum. Okay, Animal, I'll play drum. There we go. We're drinking vodka soda tonight, is what we're drinking. Drinking Tito's and soda. Moni Weave. See, my brain autocorrected that and read Moni in the first line of your comment. Monty says, big wave, the boat. No way did she just swim to shore in that boat. Yeah, I mean, and then the perfect storm wave came down and knocked her off. I'm trying to hold back some of my more nitpicky stuff because I feel like Joe is going to go bring up all this stuff anyway, so we'll hesitate. So I'm trying to think of some good stuff to say now while I can. But I thought this was... I don't want to start all this in a bad way, but this was a bad Ellie episode. She did not come off as especially bloodthirsty at the time. Like when she did everything, the weight that she felt on it was mismatched with some of her actions at times. I did not. This was the first episode I'm kind of with David. And The Walking David, our contributor to our show, and I believe I have a voicemail for him I'll play in a moment here when Joe gets here. But her acting threw me off a little bit tonight. And I thought her scenes dragged down the Jesse in her scenes. I thought that was not her at her best. She was doing this thing. She was like, come on. Like she was almost doing like professional wrestling moves and emoting into it. It didn't work for me. And especially in contrast to some other people that were doing some good work. Like that's what happened when Abby came on the screen. She has so much more natural acting presence about her. I'm such an asshole right now, but it's true. And she comes out there and you're just like, whoa. Oh my god. It's like in Team America where it's like, that is acting. You know, you see that? It actually feels like she's bringing she has a moment before. She knows where she was. So I appreciate that. And it honestly, in that scene, I bitched about it a little bit at the beginning of the season because I had just saw her and didn't really even get a moment of interacting with the character too much to get to know her. But the lack of the physique didn't bother me in that scene. When she came in there, she played threatening. And she played it fucking well, at least in my mind. And she stole the show in the few scenes she was in because to me, it put more attention on how bad some of the other people are, some of the other performances are. But I thought the highlight of the episode for me tonight was when Abby did show up. We got Joe Dirty Locks here. He's situating himself. We'll get him on in a moment here. I don't know if he can hear me yet. Do I have my... Oh, no, I have my mic muted. Give me a second here. Let me get Joe here. You can probably hear me now. Now you can hear me, right?
Yeah.
Okay, let me get you situated here. Okay, so yeah, Joe is with us. He'll be with us in a second. I think he's setting up right now. Let's get a couple comments in the live chat. Pedro gives her something to act against, but when she's the center focus, she can't carry it. I think it showed a lot in the Jessie scenes with her because
Yes,
she needed
not
to.
just the Jesse scenes.
She needed to be the driving force in those scenes, and she didn't pull it off for me personally.
She sometimes her movements, she looks so uncomfortable. Like,
Dude,
you know when an actor
when
does.
she was going this with her body, like walking around, she just seemed uncomfortable.
Well, yeah, like like, so you're the actor and you're talking and but like um
Yeah, show us,
uh
Joe. Show us.
I, I don't know what to do with my hands while I'm supposed to be just
Yeah.
standing here talking to you.
Yep.
And so you're like, uh, like I feel like sometimes I'm feeling that from her, highlighted in this episode a couple of times, not just when she's alone with Jesse, but when she's alone
It was a rough
with
episode for Ellie.
anyone. It was a rough
Ellie.
episode to begin with.
It was not. There were some elements I liked, but it was a rough. What I was saying as you were getting in is it was a rough Ellie episode. This episode did not.
Good, not bad.
What was that?
I said it was good, not bad.
Yeah, I said it's between okay because even though it was minimal scenes, I thought the actress that plays Abby really pulled it off for me. Even though she's not built, she like pulled off threatening really well for me, and her moments in that few moments we got with her actually really worked. Jeffrey Wright was again really good in this episode, just showing many different shades of like performance and kind of just really understanding who he was. The shit on the island was stupid. Like Ellie and everything with Ellie in the boat was like Popeye the Sailor Man stupid. It really was bad.
Shit is real. Is from the game.
No, I'm talking about when she went to the island. Did she go to the island in the game?
Not like that. That
was stupid. That was TV tropey
like,
on my ass.
They're just standing at the beach waiting for what?
No,
with a noose, with
and
like,
the timing
to sacrifice like somebody.
Joe, and the timing of it, like she's about to be attacked, like the timing.
Village, leave her.
Perfect.
We don't have time to kill this one.
No, that scene was the one that bothered me the most tonight. But that's beside the point. We'll get into that, all of that. And I didn't hate this episode. Again, this was an okay episode. It was pretty good. It wasn't as good as the last two. The last two episodes were the two best episodes of the season for me. The Pedro one because Pedro and her, she has good chemistry with Pedro. And she pulls it off, and she acts better when Pedro's on screen, as David was saying. He gives her something to act off of. And the episode before was kind of cool, too. This episode was boring for the most part for me, but then had moments of excitement and intensity, I thought. And we'll break it down and get into it. But before we go any further, I just want to get the super chat. We got Kelly Johnson. Thank you so much, Kelly. Did Abby and Ellie throw down in the finale? No, they did not. We basically got cut off right at a gunshot and then flipped out, as I predicted. Without knowing what was going to happen, they cut into, we're into Abby's perspective now, and they're showing us how the next season's going to start, which is at Abby day one. First off, Joe, overall, as someone that played the game, and in the game they go back and forth, from what I know, do you like that they're doing it season to season? Do you like now that we have to wait 2 years to get Abby's story? You're drinking booze. Okay. Do you like that do you like that we're going to get a whole season of Abby, or would you rather have them done everything back and forth? And on top of that, we're going to talk about the headline that they've announced that they can no longer do the game in 3 seasons. They need a 4th season to do it because they're only doing 7 fucking episodes. So you got to do it in fucking 4. So it's going to be 2-4. It's going to be 4 years before this fucking thing ends.
Phil, they should have done exactly what they are doing, but they shouldn't have been fucking morons and led with
Ellie.
They should have been right and did day 1. Maybe they do day 1, day 1, day 2, day 2, day 3, day 3. But what they don't do is have this woman show up, kill their fucking star, and disappear for an entire fucking episode. Not episode, for an entire fucking season.
And then just take over.
And what, like, so if they had did it reverse, like I've been saying throughout the entire
Thank you,
season, they
Kelly.
needed to lead with fucking Abby.
Yeah, no, and like you
And
said,
they needed to bring it, if they were only going to make 70 episodes, they needed to bring that Abby's story a full 6, and then got to, or killed Joel on episode 6, and then had episode 7
be Ellie.
be Ellie.
Yeah, be absolutely do it totally bass backwards that they actually did it, Joe. That's excellent. We're gonna get to the chat in a second because I see I have another super chat. I'm gonna get to a couple comments because you guys in the live chat keep it coming. And by the way, we have a voicemail line open right now 781-990-8509. And you can text that line if I miss your
You have
comment.
so much you can do with Isaac there.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
You have so much you can do over the 7 episodes. Even if they're not all focused on Abby, they don't have to be, right? Because we know Ellie is going to come kill fucking Nora. We know Ellie is going to come and kill a fucking pregnant girl, right? From the game.
Yep.
We know that. Not the TV audience doesn't know that.
And now you can say that because it happened. Yep.
And that's why you can, if you lead with Abby, you can have an episode that focuses on Nora and has Abby woven in and out of that episode. You can have an episode focused on all of the gang that was there, that explains their story, their bond with Abby, their this, their that. You can have shit that's going to explain to your audience why they're going to follow Abby across the fucking country just to murder one man. You can have things in that season that are going to explain to your audience why that Isaac is calling her the future of the WLF.
Yeah, why do I give a shit about that?
We don't get any of that fucking
Joe,
impression by her from the screen time
Joe,
we've gotten.
Why do
we've gotten whiny, not leader. Why do you?
Why do I give a shit about it? I saw it a little bit in that last scene, but other than that, why do I give a flying fuck about that? Let's get into the live chat a little bit, Joe.
And what did you see in that last scene? In that last scene, you didn't see anything about her being a leader or the future of the WLF. You heard a commotion. You don't know what that commotion was. She could have fucking ransacked Tommy just as easy as she ransacked fucking.
No, I'm talking about when she took control in the scene with that, not the end scene. But I want to get into the chat a little bit, Joe, before it goes past. We got plenty to talk about tonight. Sonic says we need at least one full episode of Phil playing his new drum set. I will definitely play that.
Is that the electric drum?
Yeah, I'll show it to you when we're done. Monty says stop. Monty says, yeah, I feel like we're running game scenes that I haven't seen before. Absolutely, Monty. Emma says, I agree. Oh, what's Matt? We got Maddie Dodge there. The viewers were the real victims of this episode. The real victims in the episode of Shimmer. Emma B says, the fact that her drive seems to just be selfish instead of vengeance. Her mission makes you hate her as a character. Not to mention her vengeance isn't pure, like, Ellie's on the show, because you got, let's say something like the Punisher or Batman, and I know we're picking superheroes here, but when they have vengeance, nothing gets in the way of their vengeance. I imagined Ellie in this season would be scary, and it seems like every violent act she does, she cries.
That's because we got nothing last season of the shit she actually had to endure and survive.
Yeah, I feel like it's bullshit now. It's like it's putting on a mask sometimes, and it seems like out of character when she has those moments, and then she comes back to it doesn't even out for me, really. Like, I want to see her be a little bit more bloodthirsty. I want to see that murder goblin thing I've heard so many stories about, like, where she's just going fucking crazy. I wanted to see a scene at the end of this episode that was like the scene we got with Joel at the end of season 1, that paralleled that to show how fucking crazy Ellie is at this part. What we've seen so far.
Yada yada-ing everything up until the point where she gets to.
We need gameplay moments, Joe.
There are none. There are no gameplay moments throughout this entire fucking series. Like, the best you get for gameplay moments is nothing.
It makes her
really nothing.
It makes her motivation cloudy at best. What was that?
There's some game, like in the supermarket. That's a gameplay moment, right? When she first meets the stalkers, right? Abby running underneath the fence. That's a gameplay moment, but it's also like heavily cutscened, right?
Mm-hmm.
But they're like seamless cutscenes in the game.
Like
So
real,
like suddenly it's
like
a
time
cutscene,
movements or
and
something.
then like you better start running because you have control again.
Now,
Like
now,
so there is some of it, but there's nothing to tell you, nothing to show you what she had to endure and survive to get back and forth across the country the first time. There's nothing. They fucking yada yadaed her last week through the fucking hospital, dude. Or 2 weeks
they
ago.
kind of did, and they yada yada her in the aquarium too. Anyways, Kelly Johnson says JDL looks like he should have been in the Grateful Dead. I think I should have been Grateful Dead. Doc Kaiju, season 2, thumbs down. I will have to be very bored to watch season 3. So Joe, before we go too far into our recap and we get into this whole thing, how do you feel about the fact that they just announced that they're going to need a season 4 to finish this story? So next season, so what I imagine is next season will be all Abby leading up until this point, and next season's going to end at the same point, and then we're going to have to wait till season 4 to see anything that happens after this point. Is that really what they're going to do to us? Isn't that a lot of blue balls for like 4 more years? 4 more years. 4 more years. No, 2 more years just till season 3. And then that season
they're not coming out with season 3 for 2 years. Is that what we're saying? That for now on, if it's considered a good show, it takes 2 years. This is not a good show. This is no better than the fucking Walking Dead.
Dude,
who pumped out fucking season after season and did spin-off of spin-off and spin-off and spin-off.
Joe, forget about The Walking Dead. Shows like The Bear are doing turnarounds, and that's an actual good show. They're doing 1-year turnarounds.
Like you know that animation is some pretty tough shit to do, and they're doing like
Invincible's coming out
20 episode animation shit. Like, I'm sorry, animation's changed a lot. It's done on computers and all this shit, but like,
you're gonna have to wait. You're gonna have to wait 2 years for Abby's story, and then another.
No, that's intolerable.
And then wait, let me finish. And then another 2 years to see the conclusion of Abby and Ellie's story together. So 4 more years till you see the conclusion of this story for non-game players. That is too much fucking time. That's horrible. That's TV torture. What are you doing to me? Like, stop that.
Like, I don't listen. Here's the thing.
It might be longer.
Maybe that's the bluff too.
Am I too?
Maybe that's a bluff. Is that a bluff? Like,
no.
It's gonna take us another 2 seasons. Like, why? What the fuck is wrong with HBO?
It's not a bluff. It's not.
They're not allowing for 20 episodes or 10 episodes or 15 episodes. Why? What I want to know is, like, Neil Druckmann had all the leverage, 100% of the leverage. The only thing HBO could have thrown at them was, well, people are getting zombie fatigue, right? But no, a post-apocalyptic show, zombies or not.
There was no zombies tonight.
Always good.
But there's no zombies tonight. This is the whole episode with zero.
Another episode with zero
action.
Like, all the travel they do around Seattle, nothing. All of it.
Ooh, Walking David says, I can't wait for The Walking Dead, The Last of Us, Daryl Dixon season 4. Doc Kaiju says, some fan films are really good. I watch Gremlins Recode. Some fan films are really good, especially some of the Star Trek ones are kind of cool. Moni G says, why didn't Ellie tell Jesse and Dina about the spores? I need to know. Because they haven't figured out how they want to do the spores. They just randomly added that in the middle.
Ellie told no one about the spores.
Did Ellie? I can't wait to get into it. But yeah, let's listen to are you ready for a Walking David voicemail? Here we go. Let's listen to our first message from the
Wait. Do you have any booze there?
Yes, I'm drinking.
All right. Well, before we do that.
We have 2 super chats. We have 2 super chats for Kelly.
Yeah,
So.
I've already taken 2 shots. I'm gonna do a third one here.
Oh my gosh. This is gonna get bad tonight, people.
Here we go. This is gonna get bad.
This is gonna get bad tonight, people. You asked for it. Joe's gonna get drunk tonight.
Destroy the bitch.
Oh yes, it's happening. Let's listen to David's message before we.
Oh shit!
Oh fuck!
That was the bottle,
dude.
That was his.
I can't.
Here we go.
Fucking stand Ellie in this show. If
I
this
just
show's
you gotta take
goal
another drink,
was to try to make you hate its lead,
I'm drinking.
then it is
I just drank
succeeding
off the bottle by
on level-
mistake. I thought I was taking a
We're
chaser.
talking over David's message. But here we go.
You gotta start it over then.
I will. I'll start the damn message over, everyone. Oh my god. Emma says they can't keep the storyline interesting for 7 episodes. How they can do it for 14 episodes, Joe? M says a good point.
No. That is a good point. That's a great point.
Ems makes a good point.
They're gonna keep it interesting by. Listen, I didn't finish about Neil
Tracy,
Druckmann's
this
leverage.
episode was some bullshit.
Right? He had all the leverage. He could have sat down, and as HBO tried to talk him into doing this and tried to fucking tie his hands with this fucking Craig Manzin, who Chernobyl, everybody thought it was great. Everybody thought it was wonderful.
Oh, come on, that was a good show, Joe.
It was a good show,
It was a good
but
show.
it was boring and slow as fuck, dude.
Some shows are boring and slow as fuck, but they're still good.
Some shows are boring and slow as fuck, and they are still good.
Yeah.
That's an example of one that is. What you brought in is a man who decided to slow down an action fucking game and make it interesting and get into the characters.
He made it boring. Tonight's episode was
He made it boring.
Tonight's
He made it
episode
boring.
Tonight's episode, do you know what tonight's episode felt like a serious crazy rock band that has
This was not a fucking
No,
season finale.
Yeah, absolutely. No, but like a crazy rock band that has so much ability and skill, then like a producer came in and was like, you guys got to get a different sound, and kind of tried to mellow it out because it seemed like there was some intense stuff in tonight's episode, but the way it was presented in a sort of drawn out way that didn't. And I say all of this season.
You know what it was? You know what
Because there were some cool moments. The scene with the pregnancy was kind of cool.
It's John Frusciante exiting the fucking Chili Peppers and Dave Navarro stepping in.
Yeah.
If you look at everything, Israel Slovak, fucking John Frusciante, and you look at all those fucking rap punk fucking albums, and Dave Navarro steps in, and it becomes the fucking mother of fucking emo.
Now, Joe, absolutely, the emo peppers. I'm with you on that one.
Emo peppers. 1 Hot Minute starts the.
No. By the way, starts the emo.
No.
1
Hot Minute.
No.
1 Hot Minute. I love that
Joe,
album. I love that album. I love that album.
Joe, let's not get. Joe, let's not get.
P.
I'm gonna mute you. Joe, let's not get off topic.
I'm a little P.
Oh my goodness.
Because I'm short and I'm. Whatever,
Joe, we need to listen to David's message. Joe, we need to listen to David's message. Shh.
Yes,
Here we go.
Dude, fellas, I can't fucking stand Ellie in this show. If this show's goal was to try to make you hate its lead, then it is succeeding on levels that have never before been seen. Because, listen, man, what I'm really sick and tired of them doing in this show is having her wooden fucking performance and terrible delivery of some of this dialogue, and then other characters come into the scenes and they go, listen, Ellie, you're a wild card, you're out of control, you're unbridled, you're gonna get yourself and everybody else around you killed. It's exactly what they do in Steven Seagal movies. They go like, you're a fucking trained killer, Seagal. Okay? Meanwhile, he's fat and bloated and sitting in a chair the entire movie.
I'm gonna get you, pretty.
And then the fucking end of the episode every time, they have like Jesse or whoever the fuck go, you know what? You might be crazy, but you're my crazy.
Yeah, you're my kind of crazy.
You're a good person. You're not a hypocrite. You're just passionate.
You're my kind of crazy.
And I'm like, what the fuck? Stop having people tell me how to fucking feel about her, because what we are seeing is completely different than what they are fucking saying. This is like her choosing her own adjectives, okay? It's fucking insane. I don't know. This whole show, you know what? I'm going to call back, but I need to take a fucking minute, okay? I'm sure all of you in the audience do too. I'll be back.
Oh, he did. He already left another voicemail.
No. Fuck that. Call back now. Call back live. Let's hear because this is serious shit. He's absolutely right. He's absolutely right about the dialogue, about so much.
Yeah. No.
I feel like you know what? They probably had room for 10 episodes, but they had to reshoot because the actors were probably like, seriously? Okay.
Show.
And like line after line, repeat after repeat, action cut, action cut, action cut, again from the. No. It's because the dialogue sucks. The actors know it, and the actors are having a tough time selling a lot of it.
Joe, but do you know what?
Most of the dialogue that you are hearing is not in the game, because most of the shit that you are seeing is not in the game. Some of it, yes. Some of it word for word. Some of it so good. Phil, you know the difference between...
I can tell. I think I can tell. I haven't played the game. I think I can tell.
You have called it every time. You're like, Joe, this isn't in the game.
No,
Joe, this is in the game. Yeah. And I'm like, no, yes, no,
no.
Yes,
I'm pretty good. I'm pretty good at it.
Like for a non-game player, you know you can spot the fucking game, and you can spot the Craig Manzin. I blame every fucking problem of this show on Craig Manzin. Absolutely every single fucking thing that you have a problem with about this show is because of Craig Manzin. If HBO said, I know you've never done a series before, but you put together a fucking 7-hour, 35-hour fucking game that was hailed best fucking story for a decade. Nobody put a story out that was better in 10 fucking years for a video game. Movie after movie after movie, year after year, everybody gets a fucking Academy Award. Academy Award for you! Academy Award for you! It's like Oprah fucking handing them out.
You're handing out cards over there, Joe?
Okay. Fucking decade.
Okay.
Game of the decade. Craig Manzin, you fucking the fucking Bible.
Let me tie this up.
Essentially. Sorry.
No.
I'm so sorry.
Are you doing the whole like?
I opened this. I opened this at the start of the show. Look at that.
Oh my goodness, Joe. Joe's not making it.
This is a willow tree. You remember the willow tree?
Yes. Pause.
This is a willow tree.
Joe, pause for 1 second. David, I will get you in a moment. We're just gonna start the recap in a moment, but definitely if you're gonna hang out for a bit, we'll get you on a little bit. I want to play a couple more voicemails too. So let's get in the live chat here to turn up the Joe Red. But don't worry. But now, Joe, it's time. There's no holding back. Let's get into this episode. Let's get into this shit. I almost knocked over the expensive drum. Yeah, it's time, Joe. It's time for that recap. Recap. Oh, by the way, I highly recommend the Pee Wee Herman documentary on HBO that just came out.
Oh, dude, I was wanting to check that out.
Yeah, it's good. It's good.
I saw the guy that did the documentary was on The Daily Show week or two ago.
Yeah, it's a very good documentary. It's sad, it's good, it's well done, it's funny.
Dude, that dude got a fucking raw deal right from the fucking.
Something about
the character was never meant to be for kids. They made it for kids. Wonderful.
Joe,
originates from fucking Cheech and Chong.
Let's talk about this at a later date after we talk.
Yes, we're going to do a Pee Wee Herman fucking.
Let's do it. Loner Incognito. I definitely have to have a mosh pit at some point and like something to turn on there. Like I need to like put a digital thing where there's like.
But only if it's fucking L7 Melvin's fucking mosh pit.
No, we can mosh to that one right there. Oh, Pee Wee. Thank you, Oltorf. Thank you, everyone. Oh, David, we definitely want to get you on tonight. Cool. If you're around. Jackie C, you're not late. You're on time. Would Dan and Dave have done The Last of Us better? Probably because it's not their material. And they're really good at doing other people's material. So, yeah, Dan and Dave probably would have done it a lot better, to be honest with you.
Yeah?
Yeah. I don't know trash.
No. They were pretty fucking dead on to source material. Everything that they fucking put out for 4.5 seasons was
pretty fucking damn good.
From the books,
and what they added were good decisions.
Like it barely added many. Like they barely added many. The good decisions they added were like, we can take this out and not lose it.
1 second, Joe.
That out and not lose
If
it.
anyone wants to call in, Space Ghost, you can call in 781-990-8509 and leave a voicemail right now, and we'll play it on the show. And if anybody wants to, if I miss your chat for whatever reason, because chat goes by pretty fast, and I'm like a kitty cat over here.
I'm watching the chat too over there.
So, but if I miss it, you guys can always text it.
I do, Tim. I do.
I do, probably, absolutely.
I'm gonna save that for the next cast.
So, Joe, before we get into the recap too much, let's take a couple of let's take Tracy's voicemail here and listen to what Tracy has to say.
Hey Phil, hey Joe, this is Tracy G.
Tracy G.
I'm just calling to give my breakdown of this season. I still say season 1 was not very good, but season 2 is by far even worse than season 1.
I thought she was gonna go in a different direction there.
No one was cast perfectly for the show outside of Tommy and Jesse, and then the other 2 people that was from the video games. But this season was strictly trash. Ellie is just not a good Ellie. I'm sorry. Bella Ramsey is not a good Ellie. The person that's playing Abby is not a good Abby. This show sucks. Craig Mason, I don't know what they were thinking, but this screams an HBO issue. They spent a lot of money on the getting the show, the aesthetic of the show to pretty much look like the video game, which is fine. I like that aspect of it. But as far as like the writing and the stuff that they are doing with this, trying to win awards again, it's just completely nothing like the video game. And at this point, I'm not getting anything from the video game or whatever. So I think this will probably be the last season that I watch because it's that bad. Ellie crying when she killed Neil was trash. She didn't give a goddamn about killing that baby inside of Neil's body. She was strictly out for vengeance, period, point blank. Dina and Ellie look like 2 little girls that's just like Dora the Explorer and her friend. It's like really freaking crazy. But overall, this season sucked.
Pause it.
I like this episode.
Pause. We got a few more seconds.
I gotta comment. She is absolutely right about everything she said in the beginning. You could see me nodding away. She's absolutely right about Ellie not giving 2 shits about any of the people that she's killed thus far. She starts to have a change of mind, but it's subtle and it's very subtle. She's absolutely right.
Is it an accident killing Nora in the game as well? Like a
yes,
ricochet?
It is kind of an accident killing Nora in the game as well. But she's right in that there's no like she's crying over this shit. Like she knows what they did. And that's all there is to it.
Yeah.
Like she says earlier, they made me fucking watch. Well, they fucking took my community away. Like, and that's the truth of it. As far as Ellie's concerned, whatever she's mad at Joel for, whatever fucking Jackson thinks is going on between them is insignificant. And I know it's huge.
No, but
that's why the first line out of her mouth is, I'm going to try to forgive you. Yeah. Like, even no matter how mad I am at you, Joel, right now, like,
I mean, not meaning to get personal with it, but like, you and I haven't had many issues in our lives, but if at the height of any issues we've had, like, it wouldn't be enough that if anyone fucked with you, I'd be there to kill them. You know what I mean? Like,
no. There's no issue in our life that could be strong enough to like break us apart.
Even at your height of our problems with the third member of our team, I don't think you would have let someone kill him.
No, Phil.
No, one of our friends. One of
Honestly,
our
at that moment in time.
Would
At that moment
would
in
you
time,
have would you have let a zombie kill him?
listen, the first time,
One
like,
of our
there was
friends,
no
Joe,
one
had a
in the
problem with the football.
house. There was no one in the house that would have stopped me if I wanted.
Okay, I don't want to go too far down that road, but
Right?
but
And the second time,
yes.
there was someone who tried to stop me in the park.
Yes, I remember that.
And he was short, but he was a large, defined man.
Yes.
And I told him to fuck off. I did leave the park, but in no uncertain terms did I tell him to fuck off. Now, here's the thing. If anybody else was going to do this to that person at that time, I would have fucking killed them.
Right, exactly.
I would have stopped them fucking dead in their tracks. If they tried to stop me from doing anything I was going to do, I would have stopped them dead in their tracks.
Yes. So let's play the end of Tracy's message.
And you know that is the truth. You know
I do.
that is the
I
truth.
definitely do. Let's play the end of Tracy's message.
Well, too, I think when they tried to do Hard Home or whatever, so you can clearly see that HBO basically wanted them to do or to be the next Game of Thrones, which is spelling it. I think what somebody is going to do is take this story, redo it, and it's going to be a lot better.
I hope
they
so.
should try to get the people that did that sci-fi show, I think Black Summer.
Oh, that is so good. That is so good. That is so good. Black Summer is fucking beautiful. That's another one. Fucking what's his name last week? Told me I was wrong about some shit, and he was right because there was some better other zombie stuff out there, and one of them is Black Summer. Black Summer was really good. It was really good.
Someone's asking.
Busan was really good.
Someone's
Black
asking
Summer
if
was really good.
Joe and I both ritualistically executed Taka. He's no longer with us. He might make
I love Taka.
we love him. No, we both love him. We both love him.
We were best friends.
He's married with a kid and retired, and he does his own thing. He does a lot of AI kind of stuff. Lots of love.
He does a lot of he was doing also a lot of virtual reality.
Yeah, he does V chat stuff too, and V gaming and stuff. Anyways, so
he's got a link, and I'm sure you can find it on Dirty Issues Gaming channel. I think his link to some other videos that he did is on there as
Gregor
well.
Smith says, Phil, someday you got to do reviews for the show, Italian show Gomorrah. Remind me of that, Gregor Smith. Z Nation. I know Joe loves Z Nation Thrash Face.
Z Nation was fantastic as well. Z Nation did not take itself too seriously. Z Nation.
Did you ever watch Santa Clarita Diet?
Phil.
Another show that
one thing that has stopped me.
Oh yeah,
you
hate Drew Barrymore. I forgot you hate Drew Barrymore for some reason.
I do, and I've
like how can you hate Drew Barrymore?
I added it to my list. I can hate
you will like that.
She's an awful actress.
You will like that show. It leans into it.
Listen. I hate Nick Cage too.
Joe, we got a super.
Fucking find fault at me for that, but
Joe, we have a super chat donation from Big E.
They both make my top 10 list. I don't know where they fall.
Well, let's do that.
That's a podcast.
Let's do that. Yeah, we'll do that. Maybe we'll do that next week. Maybe we'll do that next week.
A little piss and vinegar for Joe.
A little worse actors working. Big E says, "Good evening, Phil the Issues guy."
I think you're gonna hate my list.
Oh, I think you're gonna hate my list too. Better season. Phil the Issues guy. Better season 3 of Yellow Jackets or season 2 of the last poop face Fakasha poop face. I thought season 3 of Yellow Jackets was actually quite entertaining, much better than season 2 of Yellow Jackets.
I have been told I need to watch it.
It's better than season 2. It's better than season 2.
No, I haven't watched any of the seasons, and
one
reason.
Oh, because of Shauna. Space Ghost, Coast to Coast.
The only thing I like her in is 2.5 Men and a movie she did with the Hobbit there, fucking whatever his name is.
Okay, I don't want to go too far down any of these roads, Joe, but
yes.
Santa Clarita Diet is awesome.
Yes, I'm going to check it out. I added it to my list because you told me to.
We get some voicemails, but let's get a little bit in the recap, and then I'm going to take some of the voicemails, and then we're going to, if David's still around, we'll have David pop in towards the middle half of the show. We open up to some radio sounds heard by, and we hear Abby's name, and that's like where Abby. We hear some voices, and it's Jesse and Dina, and he's trying to heal her leg. This is probably one of the better scenes of the episode. She's like, I got to survive, freaking out, and basically he knows she's pregnant, and she's not admitting she's pregnant. He knows where the artery is. He's going to pull out the thing, and he does.
No, why wouldn't she take the fucking shot, dude?
Because she's pregnant.
Dude.
I'm having my girl take that drink.
A shot of fucking booze. So you've drank out of a flask before?
Yeah, didn't I give you a flask?
How long? No, I took the mug.
Oh, you took the mug. Okay.
How long does it take for booze to exit a flask into your mouth? How big of a shot do you get without holding it back for like 20 seconds?
Yeah,
literally 20 seconds.
Yeah,
how many ounces? A flask literally holds about 2 ounces, 3 ounces at most.
Ooh, Tracy Gold says Black Summer was fire. I might need to watch that. Jesse scenes were the only good ones. I thought, especially with Jesse, was with Dina, because I thought Jesse had problems in the scenes that Ellie was the lead. Because acting is a reacting. It's like the person serving, and then you bounce and bounce and bounce.
I agree.
And I think with Dina, with the actress who plays Dina, him and Jesse have really excellent chemistry, and they bounce off each other really well. So this scene, I cared. I was emotionally invested in the two of them interacting.
Because you thought there would be more.
Yeah.
Because you thought there would be more to that scene.
But there wasn't, but there was enough.
But there wasn't, and that's fine.
Yes,
and
that's so fine.
That's a great way to build tension. That's a great way to we're going to have a character's emotions on screen and have you see it without telling you it, right? We know she's pregnant. He doesn't know she's pregnant, but he's putting it together with I don't want any alcohol. I can't take one shot while you have a fucking arrow through you. Just like, if you have to take medications, they try to make sure the medications are going to be ones that are unharmful for your baby. But if you have to take medications for some shit, you have to take medications for some shit. And I'm not saying alcohol, whatever it was that was in that bottle, hopefully vodka at best, gin at best also, was
whiskey maybe.
Thank
you, James.
No, whiskey is not great for fucking.
Thank you, James.
If you want a clear alcohol, that was definitely a clear
I'm all about, I'm all about the clear stuff.
But here's the thing, you cannot take that moment and be like
I'm with you, Joe. We got a lot, but it's not the only thing we can talk. There's a lot of that, but I do want to applaud the chemistry between Dina and the actor that plays Jesse. I thought they pulled off this opening scene pretty damn well. The subtext.
Dina and Jesse was really good to me.
Yeah, the subtext. The episode started out very strong with the subtext between the two of them with the pregnancy, but not saying it. But Jesse obviously knowing it because he's a perceptive dude, and I think that both of them pulled it off well.
So excited for the casting of Bella Ramsey. I honestly was. I thought it fit. I thought she did a great job as that child.
I think the problem is
the longer it goes on, the worse I'm getting.
Because she's Bella Ramsey isn't really growing in the character. And because Pedro's gone, it actually made her worse.
She's not allowed to grow in the character. They didn't give her a single scene aside from maybe the lodge burning down and she's getting attacked and she's got to sneak around the booths in season 1 and shit, like the ending of season 2. Like, they haven't given her anything that's going to allow her to character. Listen, she starts the show. She starts with her, even with her flashback back to the Fireflies in boot camp or whatever, like to Fedra in boot camp. Like, they start with her being a whiny little fucking snot.
They do.
Continue with her being a whiny little snot. Jesse and Dina both call her out about being self-centered and whiny little snottish and quick to react kind of shit. No growth.
Emma adds in the Ems adds in the chat. It shocks me that Ellie is doing this for Joel. The only scene she even seems to care is "I'll try to forgive you," but made his life a living hell on purpose. In the community like a baby. Space Ghost says, "Let's be real."
Yes. Yes.
They
yes.
ruined Ellie, the most important character.
They gave you no part in season 1, no part in season 2.
Maddie, Ellie is
that's
totally
a great
unlikable.
point.
Yeah.
That is a great point.
Yeah, Ems
They
was making some good points in live chats.
Ever gave you anything except for one scene, which was Joel showing up shortly after she fucking fends herself off from David, the bad guy in season 1 that's going to fucking rape her and eat her or some shit. Like, literally nowhere else. Like, it was all grief and strife between the two of them until that scene, and then until the hospital scene.
So,
like, I agree.
Great point. Maddie's making some great points. Everyone in the live chat, thank you guys so much. If you're in the live chat right now, please hit the like button, share this out, get to more people. Let's have some fun tonight. You guys in the live chat, this is our season finale for The Last of Us, and we'll be on again more on Sundays. I'm gonna make Joe do this more often for some shit.
I'll continue every Sunday.
Yeah, we get to figure out.
We'll think of a new topic for every Sunday. Next Sunday we are doing the top 10 worst actors, and I'm going to start making my list as soon as I.
Okay, and I'm at worst famous, like worst successful actors.
Like Nick Cage,
like Schwarzenegger, like.
See.
Well, wait. Let's save it. Save it.
Those won't make my list. Those action guys won't make my list.
Some of them will for me, not all of them.
Nick Cage will make mine, but
Nick Cage is good, dude. He's fuck you. Nick Cage is gonna kill it as John Madden. But anyways, so Ellie's back. Did you see the pictures yet?
Well, the thing about football is you gotta win games if you want to win.
Did you see the pictures yet? He's whatever. Next week or the week after, we'll be doing that one. Okay.
He's got like 150 movies.
Joe, let's go. Let's continue. Joe, let's continue. Ellie is back.
Well, lots of good ones, but 2 where he's good in them.
Ellie's past the code. She comes back in, and she opens the door. She comes back in and runs and looks for Dina. He asks where she's in. She ignores it and goes to Dina. She comes to the room. There's a lot of cool rock posters, and she checks her out, makes sure she's okay. Wakes Dina up. Dina starts.
What's your favorite rock poster, Phil? Do you remember?
The ones that I saw? Was there a Rolling Stones one?
No, I don't know I didn't see a Rolling Stone ones, but I saw
Think about that. I remember seeing a couple of cool ones. Some more.
I saw some cool ones too.
Nick Cage is goated, dude. Yeah, come on, dude. Nick Cage, he whatever. Fuck, no, we'll talk about this next week.
Yeah, like I said, hey, 2 movies.
Next week.
Movies.
Next week.
2 movies.
Shut up. Next week. Next week. Yes, John Haymaker. Okay. So anyways, it comes in the room. People, anyways, if you want to call in, 781-990-8509. Comes in the room, lots of cool rock posters. She comes in, checks out Dina, wakes Dina up, and asks Ellie about the baby. Is she okay? Everything's okay. Dina takes notice of some blood or something, and then Dina sits up and starts taking care of Ellie, washing her back off, some wound care, and Ellie's back is all fucked up, and Dina cleans her up. Dina is like, tell me what happened. She says,
This is a horrible fucking scene.
It really is. It's a
horrible fucking
scene. The way Bella played this was so, like, she didn't have any emotion, and she played this very, like, I'm just saying the lines, and like she was looking straight ahead. This was
what are the back wounds from?
I don't know.
Because when she gets attacked in the fucking
this is a bad scene. It was a bad scene.
When she gets attacked with Dina by stalkers.
He was great in Moonstruck. Jay Sleek, great to see Jay Sleek.
Okay, right. Sorry, 3 movies.
Studio 11. Peggy Sue got married. He's also in Peggy Sue.
No. You either get Moonstruck, Peggy Sue, or Leaving Las Vegas.
Raising Arizona.
And Raising Arizona is the only one that stands. And then you get to choose between one of those 3.
Face
because
off.
He's not good in all 3.
Face
because
off.
He's exactly face off. Go fuck yourself.
Stop. Let's wait till next week,
fuck
Joe.
Off.
Let's wait till next week. Fuck you dickbag. Let's wait till next week. Come on.
Brought it up.
I know I did. That one was my fault. I'm trying to. Pointless scene number 1 of this episode. Absolutely, David. Because it didn't make sense.
Where did she get the wounds on her back?
Where? And
from who?
And the emotion just wasn't there. She was playing it. Was she lying to Dina, telling her everything that happened? Or was she tells a story about About a long time before coming to Jackson, she tells Dina about the cure and everything that happened with Joel and that Joel killed everyone in the hospital. But I couldn't tell how she felt about it as she was presenting this to Dina. Was she saying it as, oh my God, this is a horrible thing? Was she saying it as, I support what Joel did? It wasn't clear.
Dina didn't get it either.
It wasn't clear in the performance.
Dina didn't get it either.
No one got it. It sucked.
Dina, but that's why. No. That's how you know the performance was just right for that film. Right? You didn't get it. I didn't get it.
Okay,
Dina
so
didn't get it.
So that was the goal. The goal was for
me. She got what she deserved. Right?
Are you trolling me, or did you actually like it?
No. I'm not trolling you. And then Ellie says, right? Like,
I think you're trolling me.
What if she didn't get what she deserves? Here's the thing. None of us understood it. But Ellie needed to convey it. Dina wasn't looking at her face. Dina was looking at her back. Right?
Yes.
So
yes.
In that, Dina's not getting the full context of everything she's saying.
No, fair.
We are. She's shell-shocked, right? She's shell-shocked from this whole thing. But why? She has had to fight her way into there, fight her way, supposedly, or sneak her way, or find her way out of that fucking dungeon. We have no idea how she got out. She goes from killing this bitch and hearing all the fucking soldiers upstairs yell, seal it up! Seal it up! And we already know they've sealed it up because that fucking other bitch's kid fucking died when he went down to explore the whole fucking place. Seal it up! Seal it up! Seal it up! They went down there. They're all going to die. Ah! But no. She gets out. We have no idea how.
Easy peasy.
Shell-shocked.
Easy peasy lemon breezy.
Easy peasy lemon squeezy.
Lemon squeezy, motherfucker. Okay, so Dina's like, what the fuck? That's why she came. That's why Abby came. She tells the story and she goes, I'm sorry. Dina says, we's got to go home. So Dina turns away.
Why? Why now? Why now is Dina like, we both need to go home?
Because the scene made no sense, Joe, and that's what the script said.
Oh, you're feeling bad about killing that person.
Yes.
Who you, in your own fucking mouth, says, it felt easy. I thought it would be harder, but it wasn't. I just fucking kept her in her. And she told me what I wanted to know. It was fucking easy. And then she does the Joel trick later, but we'll get into that when we get there later.
Oh, we'll get to that. So see,
it was fucking easy. So
it
wasn't hurting her. She had no problem. Now that she gets to think about it for a minute, suddenly she's got a problem. No, she had every minute to think about it.
You totally had the slow down. You totally had the slow down drunk guy moment there. That was perfect. It's perfect. Okay, damn, they killed Jesse. Those bastards. We got Queenly in the live chat. The amazing Queenly. We got
Jesse always needed to die.
M says, that scene with Dina with the weak version of Ellie could have made you like Ellie because she agreed to go home for Dina's baby. But then it feels like she just gets stupider and more selfish in shithead instead. Monty says they could have been three Abbies, three Ellies, one mosh mash condenser their stories. Yeah, I agree with you, Monty. They should have just condensed all the story. It makes more sense. Hey, when do they start? Shogun season 2 is coming. I'm scared about it, but I am excited as well. Let's listen to another voicemail before we get back into the recap, Joe. This is from area code 617. I think this is from.
Oh, that's a hometown.
Yeah, I think it's from Space Ghost.
Winthrop.
Space Ghost coast to coast here, I think.
What's up, Phil? What's up, Joe? Space Ghost here.
Yeah, definitely a Massachusetts guy. You can tell right away he's one of our brethren right here. Okay, sorry. Let me start that over.
What's up, Phil? What's up, Joe? Space Ghost here over in Winthrop. Much love to my Mass boys and everyone else in the chat.
Toast.
Listen, I don't want to be.
We're not gonna say exactly. We're very fucking close to you, motherfucker.
That negative Nate, bad.
Oh, he knows we're fucking close to him. I took boxing. I told him I took boxing.
Oh yeah, you took boxing. Yeah, we're pretty fucking close. Okay, let's listen to this dude's message. I'm sorry.
Well, I'm fucking drunk.
No, I'm not, and you're getting me drunk with your.
I gotta say it, man. The people in my. Anyway, let's continue.
Yes, no. This is the season finale. Give back to you guys to have a little extra fun tonight. Let's play this 617.
And everyone else in the chat. listen, I don't want to be that negative Nate, bad mouthing the show and all that. I know a lot of people like it, but
we'll do that.
I'm such a big fan of both games. Yeah, I know it's an unpopular opinion. A lot of people didn't like part 2. I actually loved it. I think that they really absolutely butchered the show completely, and I agree with Joe 100%. I think this is a lot of Mason's doing, but I think Druckmann's letting it happen as well.
Yes,
they could have
he
done
is.
so much more with the show. It's such a disappointment to me. I was so fired up for it, and then we got what we got, and it's not what I expected, and I don't think a lot of people expected it either. They really should have taken their time with a lot of things. They could have expanded upon a lot of the characters. They could have had full episodes that were action-based, dealing with infected bloaters. It would have made it a lot more interesting. In part 2, Ellie's she's on a revenge mission, but it's about her mending her relationship with Joel, and it's also about her dealing with PTSD and the effects of like real life trauma.
Yeah.
And Abby's story reflects the aftermath of that. They do it in a way, I know the pacing was a little weird at times, but I think it was just so far superior in the game. And if you guys haven't played the game, I suggest you do that before you even watch the rest of the show. But yeah, to me, it's been a big disappointment. The casting's been terrible. Why didn't they cast, like, I don't know if you guys ever heard of Katie O'Brien. She's a unit. Make her Abby.
Yes.
I don't know.
Katie O'Brien.
I'm gonna push pause for a second. I'm gonna look her up.
Katie O'Brien. Okay. Look Katie O'Brien up. I think yes. Is
that good? Let me see. Oh yeah, but yeah, I could definitely see her more as Abby, and then you cast the actress that's playing Abby as Ellie, and then you got something. I don't care. You dress her down for the young stuff, or you cast a younger actor to play her in the young stuff, and you have this girl play her in season 2 or something like that. I don't know. They've done it in other things. Anyways, let's play the rest of this message. We've got a little bit more.
Seems very Disney, Mickey Mouse to me too. There's not a lot of gore. I'd mentioned in the chat a fan-made film called The Last of Us: Ellie's Revenge. It's phenomenal for like a no-budget thing that fans made. They have scenes in that look like they're in a video.
What's it called?
Like fighting. Ellie's got like the Coke bottle silencer.
I'll tell you in a second. I'll see.
None of that's in the game. She's throwing those. I think it's like like the little metal mines that she makes and the smoke bombs, all that stuff. They could have thrown all that in the show, but
they got none of it. They got none of it. They got no smoke bombs. They got no.
Every weekend with you guys, and I look forward to doing more.
Thanks. Oh, thank you, my friend. It's Joe. It's called The Last of Us: Ellie's Revenge.
Ellie's Revenge.
Sonic Boy says, Phil, Joe, would Ellie be able to hang in your circle of friends in real life? Real Ellie? Definitely. She'd be down. But yeah, Ellie, I'd hang out. Patricia in the live chat says, I love Katie O'Brien. Monty G says, Jackie and Sonic, I didn't hate it, but I wanted to be better. Absolutely.
Real Ellie does, like, TV Ellie definitely doesn't get the fucking hang of my. There's too much fucking, like. Yeah, no. Real Ellie doesn't get. I would have never hung out.
I jam with real.
We did hang out with
real Ellie. Yeah, we did hang out with real Ellie for sure. Okay, so Seattle day 3, they're all packing up. Ellie turns on the radio, gets some ammo from Jesse, who's not talking.
No. We hung out with TV Ellie.
Dina,
we didn't hang out with real Ellie.
Dina comes out limping.
Not 19-year-old real Ellie.
Dina comes out limping and gives Ellie a bracelet. It's for good luck. Ellie jokes it's not working for you. Jesse is organizing to go find Tommy, and Dina's going to stay there alone, barricaded, where Ellie and Jesse go on, which to me is the crux of the episode, and it's the worst part of the episode. Everything with Ellie and Jesse in this episode, I did not enjoy. Once Dina was out of it, I was out of it. But whatever. Ellie and Dina share an awkward goodbye, and I wrote.
Why didn't she go with them?
She can. She's limping all around.
No. Stop. She can't. She's limping all around.
Yeah.
Why didn't she go? How are they going to get away from the theater?
But she needs to rest up and be able to walk a little bit.
Wait.
And they got the horses. They can put her on a horse.
They found the horses before they split up.
Don't do some.
Hold on, no, stop.
Don't do some weird drunk Jedi mind trick on me here.
Drunk. They said all this. They found the horses before they split up. They then went and did the blah 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 blah. But for 2 days, right? So why didn't Dina go with them to the bookstore? Dina goes with them to the bookstore.
Dina needs to rest, dude.
They stay there till fucking Tommy shows up. If Tommy doesn't show up, we fucking leave. But at most, you're getting an extra 8 hours of fucking rest. At most. Right? So if that's all you're getting for rest, we can wait 8 hours and then we all go together. Because then we can just leave from the fucking bookstore. It's a hell of a lot closer to where the fucking horses are. I'll tell you that.
Well, you make some good points there, Joe. I will not argue with you there. You do make some good points. So they're walking around, talking about the rendezvous to Tommy, and to Joe's point, they're looking to meet up with Tommy to just go back there to go off instead of going closer to where the horses are.
Oh, no, right. My point is bad because Tommy's in the middle of a gunfight, and that's why.
He's sniping.
No, they heard that later. They could have left Dina at the fucking bookstore.
How did Abby find them so fast? I feel like Phil needs to take hair. I feel like you need to take hair tips from Phil. Oh, thank you so much.
Who does?
Jackie C. No, you don't. My hair. I took them from. I have to.
Phil has always.
No, Joe. Joe, let me.
Had the kind of hair that made women fucking.
Joe,
green.
shush.
Always.
Joe, I'm going bald, and I talked to my cousin. I talked to my cousin Sydney.
I'm going bald.
I am.
Fuck you.
I am.
I've seen. No.
I am.
No.
But that's beside the point.
You're going bald like I'm going bald. People are gonna think that I'm wearing this fucking do-rag.
No.
I got new dreads forming under this shit.
5 years from now, I'll look like Gallagher. But my cousin Sydney, who is amazing, and she.
You want to show my beautiful fucking hairline? Here.
And she's given me. She's recently given me some hair tips. So she's.
Oh,
been helping.
Bullshit! You're going bald. Nick's going bald.
No, Nick is bald. Mandrell. Great to see Mandrell. I love you, buddy. Okay, so they're walking. They're like, he mentions, just so we all know, the dog's okay. In the game, she kills the dog, doesn't she?
Yes. The dog gets fucking murdered in the fuck. As soon as she gets to wail and wheel, that dog gets murdered when she drops down. She has to kill the motherfucker. Motherfucker dies because the dog corners.
But on the show,
what they're gonna do.
But in the show, he makes sure to tell you.
Cannot be fucking having Ellie kill dogs.
The dog is fine. I don't blame them for not killing the dog on the show.
You cannot have your main star kill any dog. Rabid, angry, fucking showing teeth, fucking trying to bite your fuck.
Can't happen.
You cannot have Allie. You can have Tommy do it. You can have fucking dead
Joe.
You can have her.
You can have her kill a baby, but you can't have her kill a dog.
She didn't kill the baby.
Whatever. You could still have her kill the baby, but you can't have her kill the dog.
That baby was killed by that group the moment they set out, her knowing she was pregnant in a fucking mirror of our fucking whatever fucking I can't think of her fucking Dina's
Kelly Johnson with another super chat donation. Thank you, Kelly Johnson. Animal says thank you. And JDL fears Game of Thrones Season 8. Everyone fears Game of Thrones Season 8. Okay. And Kelly, I'm going to take a sip for you.
Dude, how are they going to do without the shit? Like, nothing. If they fired Manson, it might work.
Studio 11. I pray it's good too, because I think it's my favorite stuff. But if it's not, I hope Joe tears it apart. He will, because Joe's already agreed to recap Night of the Seven Kingdoms. It's not this year though. It's not going to be next year. They pushed it off.
No, I don't care. I don't care when it comes out. I'm watching it no matter what.
Yeah, and we'll be recapping it.
Show with you. If it sucks, I love that book. But here's the thing: I'm not going to reread that book. First book.
No, you're gonna go into it cold. But let's
going into it cold. If I remember some shit, I remember some shit. If I don't remember some shit, I don't remember some shit. So I'm going. Basically, it'll be solely on that fucking show. And if it sucks, you'll hear it. If it's good, you'll hear it.
Just like The Last of Us here. And Kelly Johnson, another super chat. Thank you, Kelly. You're amazing tonight. Phil, when was the last bridge? A few months ago or something. I think Bridge.
Another one? What?
Another super chat. Bridge will be back when we.
No, come on!
Don't the Seven Kingdoms.
Don't lose it! Don't lose it! Step. No, hold on!
What do you?
There we go.
Oh, there you go.
Don't lose it! Don't lose. Pick yours up. There you go. Now put it to your fucking mouth.
Toast, motherfucker, animal.
Slanche.
This was-
Destroyovich.
Nostrovia.
No, is that what?
Yeah, that's what it is.
Destroyovich.
So, thank you to the amazing Amy for a wonderful birthday gift. Okay, JDL, do you believe in? I believe in the Dunk and Egg franchise. I do. Welcome to Derry. Welcome to Derry.
Oh no.
Let's continue
Put
with
it
this.
up. Put it up.
Joe, let's continue with this episode
up.
before we
Put it
lose track. Here we go. Okay. So they keep moving. The rain's coming down. They're hiding under the garage. Tommy.
Oh no, I was rewound on the chat there. That was.
Tommy figures out that he's gonna be not Tom. They figure out that Tommy's in a sniper situation. They're gonna what's his name?
Who else could it be?
Jesse figures out that he's gonna be a dad. Jesse's like, dude, I'm not dying for them. Okay, so then they see a Seraphite or a Whistler child getting kidnapped, and Ellie wants to go save the day, and Jesse's like, dude, I'm not dying for them. It's not our war, and she's like not okay with that. We finally see another scene with Isaac, who is thank you so much, Evan, for the subscription. We get more info on the war, which I don't really care too much about the war, so I'm just yada-yada, but it's good scenes. He asks about Abby, and we find out that Abby is the one. She's gonna be the next leader, and this other girl's like, maybe not, because she's fucking gone. And we get some weird backstory. And to Joe's point earlier, if we had got Abby scenes, this would have mattered more. But because we didn't, I don't know what the fuck they were talking about. Who's Abby? She's just the dude that killed Pedro. Like, that's all I know. That's all I know about her at this point. And that I guess she's the one. I guess she's the Neo of this area. She's the one that's going to take over the organization.
Yeah, she's the. Yeah, okay. Only problem with that, Isaac.
She's gone.
She fucked off.
She's fucked off. So Jesse and Ellie are looking around for Tommy, and Tommy's not there. And again, it's more bad weather. They look for, and they stop somewhere. They get a children's book. This is my favorite part of the episode, Joe, because they grabbed my favorite children's book of all time, the monster at the end of the story. Is that in the game? Does she pick up the monster at the end of the story? If not, good job by the show.
You know what? You know what, Phil? I'm gonna say by the way they showed the book. The way they held the book to the camera so you could see the whole thing.
Yeah.
I don't specifically remember it because I never read that fucking book to begin with.
Oh, it's the best one ever. Oh, it's not a Muppet. It's Sesame Street.
But yes, the same thing.
You hate the.
So yeah.
You hate the Muppets. You have no soul.
Dude, I hate the Muppets.
What's wrong with you?
I hate the Muppets.
Yeah, I feel bad.
Not a single Muppets movie has ever fucking entertained me. When I was 5, when I was 10, 15.
Can't everyone imagine childhood Joe sitting there like watching a Muppet movie going, this is bullshit. How did Kermit
fucking bullshit.
How did Kermit get
They're
there?
So boring. They're so boring. They're fucking like,
how did Kermit get back there? It doesn't make any sense.
It's a musical, first of all.
Oh, the only musical Joe likes is Grease.
Oh, no. Rocky Horror,
Okay.
Grease, Jesus Christ Superstar.
Do you like Wicked?
Go on.
Do you like Wicked?
No. Moulin Rouge. You want me to keep going? There's a lot of musicals
South
I like.
Park.
So I found out. I've had it pointed out to me, like you pointed out to me. I always said I fucking hated who as a director?
Baz Luhrmann?
Tim Burton.
Tim Burton.
I love Baz Luhrmann. I always said that, and you fucking looked at me and was like, "What are you talking about? You love him."
Yeah,
I fought back.
You do. You
and
like.
And what did you say? You were like, "Dude, you loved fucking Edward Scissorhands. You loved Big Fish. You loved Willy Wonka. You loved this, and you loved that, and you named like 7 movies that I couldn't. You lawyered me right there.
I occasionally lawyer you. Okay, let's continue with this goddamn recap, Joe, because you know, the less we talk about The Last of Us, the less I want to talk about The Last of Us. So Ellie and Jesse attempt to talk about the bullshit. Yes, I love her, but I don't love her like that. It's all good. He tells his story about a group from Alberta where he met a girl and he really liked her and it was the best 2 weeks of his life and he couldn't stay with her. He didn't leave with her because he's gonna be the one. He's gonna be the Abby of Jackson, and he needs to save the day. I didn't care about any of this, especially considering what happened. Did they just do this because Jesse gets shot in the face in a minute, so we need to care about him a little bit?
Yep.
And it was obvious and stupid because I don't give a flying Asperger about this shit. I just don't.
Yep.
The Muppets rule, by the way, Joe. Fuck you.
they
They hear in the radio there's
They
a
have two good things. There was
the Muppet Show is funny as fuck,
no,
dude.
They did a great Beatles takeoff, and they did a great Gone with the Wind takeoff. And aside from those two,
You have no soul,
fucking like sketches and they did.
Joe.
Let her be. Let her be.
Joe,
Oh,
usually you're right on this one. You're fucking wrong.
No, I'm not.
You're missing the boat on the Muppets.
Worst of the Muppets.
You're missing the boat on the
Jason
Muppets.
Segal's Muppets.
Do you not like Fraggle Rock too? Are you like?
I do like Fraggle Rock.
So you just don't like the Muppet? It's weird.
I just don't like the Muppets. I like individual Muppets for their personalities. Like I like Animal, and I like Grover, and I like the trash can fucker,
Oscar.
and I like the cookie. I like individual Muppets for what they particularly.
Okay, I can't talk about that. I can't talk.
Not like Muppets.
I
though.
can't talk about this. Oh my god.
I love Jim Henson's Dark Crystal.
Fair.
Fucking awesome.
Fair. Okay, let's keep going. Cause I'm gonna.
I hate the fucking Muppet movies.
Oh my god.
I hate Sesame Street. You got me. You fucking got me.
I got
Those
you.
are awful.
Oh
As
my-
a child, I fucking hated them.
I know, I can imagine.
Sitting in front of me. Let me put on Brady Bunch. I
You
can
are
at least look at
Joe.
fucking Marcia's
You
legs.
are Oscar the Grouch. How could you hate Oscar the Grouch? You are Oscar the Grouch.
No, I love Oscar the Grouch.
Yeah, because you
I
are
love
him.
Yeah, so I green and for hey, don't be green.
Yeah, I'm gonna take your ass down the Fraggle Rock, asshole. Okay, so they hear in the radio there's a sniper and it's Jesse. Oh my goodness. Joe, do you like Arya and Bright Flame in Game of Thrones? Do you remember that character from the books?
Who?
Read the chat. You get the chat. Arion Bright.
Blight. I don't remember.
Joe does not remember, so he'll say yes. He loves them. Joe's trying to ruin everyone's childhood, Jesse. I mean, Jackie. Why don't I call you Jesse? Because I'm talking about Jesse.
You're right. Your Great Muppet Caper was fucking awful.
Joe.
Charles Grodin. The only thing good Charles Grodin did was fucking that movie with De Niro.
Joe Dirty Locks. Kelly
Oh,
Johnson has a question for you. Super chat. Joe Dirty Locks, what about the movie Labyrinth?
Jennifer Connelly.
Yeah, David Bowie.
Yeah, no, fuck David Bowie.
No, I do it. I'd fuck David Bowie.
The Elf Lord.
Wait. Do I get the fuck David? Wait, let's get back to me fucking David Bowie. I'm all about that.
No. Fuck David Bowie, Jennifer Connelly.
Okay, so let's continue. So they don't see Tommy, but they hear him. They hear in the radio there's a sniper, and Jesse's like, "Oh, that's
Labyrinth
Tommy."
was good. I like Labyrinth. You know what was really good?
Joe, let's
continue. Recently with that chick from Friends with the dwarves. Never mind, I can't remember.
Yeah, let's continue.
Time Bandits.
So,
yeah.
So they don't see Tommy,
Time
but
Bandits, the original.
they don't see Tommy, but they hear him. Jesse's hitting there. They go to the aquarium with the whale, and she figures it out that Abby's actually at the whale earlier. As she mentioned the whale stuff earlier, she knows she's at the aquarium. So Tommy is fine. Jesse is like, I voted no, and they go back and forth about. It's just Ellie and Jesse going back and forth. And the reason why I'm yada-yadaing a lot of this, because it's a lot of the same stuff. It's like, no, we don't get along. We get along, but yeah, like, listen, Riggs. Listen, Riggs, Ellie. I know you're on the edge. You're on the edge of tomorrow, but I believe in you, Ellie. You know, whatever.
Yeah.
And
whatever.
Basically, he abandons her in the situation. He's going to go back and take Dina home, and Ellie is going to go off to try to get Abby.
He doesn't abandon her.
He leaves her. He does. He comes back, but he leaves her at this point.
Jesse leaves her.
Jesse leaves her.
No.
He does. He walks off.
No.
He literally walks off.
No. Stop. Jesse does not leave her. She leaves Jesse. She abandons Jesse. She abandons Tommy. She walks off. Jesse even tells her, I voted no. I did not vote to go and do this shit. You wanted it. I didn't. It doesn't help the community one bit to send any amount of people after this girl for killing Joel. For some shit he may or may not have done. We don't know because, You're not telling us the full story. Oh, we don't know the full story, but no. She doesn't leave him. I mean, he doesn't leave her. She tries to make it out that way, but she leaves him.
Okay, I get the theme of what you're saying. Okay, Ellie fucked that situation. Okay, they separate from each other, and he fucks off, and
that's unfortunate because this is a great part of the game when you see fucking Joel doing it. I mean, Tommy doing some shit.
Yeah, why didn't we get to see Tommy sniping?
Because what they did in this episode was they merged like 3 or 4 different parts like into this episode. They tried to pack a lot of shit in that I think we'll get a little bit of this fucking Tommy in the parking garage next season.
No, I absolutely think because we'll get more Jesse next season too. Jesse said we dealt with some problems, we dealt with some situations. We're gonna get next season. We'll see Abby and Jesse and Tommy.
Yep, they spelled it out for you.
They totally spelled it out for us. Phil, did you go and yell in the paper bag just now? Yes, I did. And I was like, I gotta get Joe drunker. No, I had to go pee.
Joking, Joe drunker.
No, I
I'm
didn't.
fucking out like a light.
Yeah, no. I don't do save for Abby's POV. I absolutely think so. Joe Dirty Long sounds a little drunk. Yes, he does. I like how people are shortening your name to JDL. You know, it's.
Is that who JDL is?
Yeah, you're JDL. You're JDL. I know you.
I was like, who the fuck is JDL? I was gonna ask you earlier.
No, I was thinking it was like Jeffrey D. Morgan for some reason.
Yeah. I'm like, who's JDL? I know JDM. Who's JDL?
Dude, I didn't know at first either. I was like, who's JDL? Like Kelly kept calling you JDL, and I'm like, who the fuck's JDL? And I'm like, oh, Joe Dirty Locks. It's awesome.
That is awesome. I got abbreviated.
Yep. Yeah, Joe got abbreviated. I was wondering, Sonic, your boy says, I was wondering who JDL was too. JDL reminds me of the drunk men at the airport videos and cops detaining them. Accurate.
That's fucking awesome. Oh my god.
Oh, accurate. Okay, so JDL and Tig. So they go off and say, "I hope you make it." We see Dina. We see
look on his face when he said. I was really wondering. Oh my god, I'm texting Katie right now. I'm JDL.
I'm an initial. David, if you want to call in now before Joe gets too drunk, you're welcome to call in if you're still listening. So Ellie is walking in the rain up to the aquarium. She sees a boat, and then she sees she patrols in the pier. She gets in the boat, and she just rides the waves, no problems. But then she sees, we see Isaac and crew loading up some supplies. We see Ellie watches behind the car, and she sneaks up and gets in the dinghy boat and heads off. I kind of yada-yada a couple of those things. So we get...
Basically, that's it.
But that's basically it. We get a smooth ride on the stormy waters until a giant wave comes, a perfect storm situation, but cuts away. The boat does not get harmed in any way possible. We'll bring David onto the show as we continue our recap here. Smooth ride in the storm. We cut to... And this is what gets really stupid right here, David and Joe.
I still can't wrap my head around this JDL.
They cut to commercial. They like go to black, like they're cutting to a commercial. It's like perfect storm. It crashes, awful. And then she just wakes up on the beach, and she's like, "Oh, it's all good."
No, they show it. They show that the boat and her, after riding the wave, the boat is like a lot closer to the island.
I'm Pig
than it was before.
Phil, issues guy. You guys can call me Pig. Phil, the issues guy. Pig and JDL. We got the Walking David. Welcome, Walking David, to the show, buddy.
What's up, dude? Fucking JDL and the P-Tig.
Yeah, we got Pig and JDL and TWD here, motherfuckers.
Oh my god, I'm fucking dying.
How's it going, David? I didn't play your second voicemail. I'm sorry, but I wonder if I can play it while you're here. No, but what are some of you?
Dude,
that'd be like we'll get double David. But David, I'm gonna let you take over for a little bit. What are some of your thoughts on this episode?
Oh man. Well, I will say this: I read off my notes app for that second voicemail. So
Oh,
you probably
let's see if we
should
can play.
that.
I want to play this shit. Let's see if we can play this while you're on the line. Let's see. Can you
It's me again, fuckers.
hear yourself? David, can you hear yourself?
No, I'll mute myself and listen on my TV.
Okay, well, let's play David's message to hear David's message first.
It's me again, fuckers. Just wanted to do a quick recap of Ellie's lack of survival skills.
Yes, please.
I wrote a few of these points out, so forgive me. 1, she is not stealthy at all.
Correct.
She doesn't even hunch when she walks.
Correct.
2, she doesn't turn her head at all to take in her surroundings.
Correct.
She doesn't seem
Have
to
a good night, Space
clear
Ghost.
any doorways or anything
Thanks for the call,
like
buddy.
that.
Correct.
She's loud and often pants like a dog
Correct.
in a echoey
You
building.
guys are assholes.
She has a flashlight on when the entire building is already illuminated with lightning.
Dude, the flashlight bothered me. The flashlight bothered me a lot.
She doesn't tell people to put their hands up and get the drop on them. She waits until she's discovered by that woman to then tell them to.
We get David on the line. This is a lot of like we're pausing David's message while David's on the line.
I need the pause.
Okay,
And
go,
the
Jeff.
pause is because in the game you have a flashlight. You have to like shake your controller to get the flashlight batteries to start working again. But like it'll start to flicker and go off. But essentially, as a game player, it doesn't bother either. They make a point to tell you that all the infected are sensitive to hearing, not light or sight, and it doesn't seem to really matter.
No, it doesn't fucking matter.
The actual living people either. So you keep your light on almost the whole time, and when you see it flicker, you shake your controller, and you hear like dice rattling in a Yahtzee cup.
Joe, and one quick question before we go back to David's message. We got another super chat donation in the live chat. Kelly Johnson is friggin' ripping us up tonight in the live chat. Thank you, Kelly. It's,
oh my God!
It's
oh
your
God,
excuse
Kelly,
that we're drunk.
If guys get my pumic stumped tonight,
it's
your fault.
Your pumic stumped? Is that what you just said?
I said stomach pump.
No, you didn't. No, rewind that
Come on,
shit.
no.
You said pumic stumped, David. Didn't you
I
say
ain't
pumic?
rewinding shit. I said pumic
We
stumped.
got David listening too. You said
I did say
yeah, he
pumic
did.
stumped.
You said
no. Did I?
Yeah, you totally.
No, I said stomach pump.
No, you totally said pumic stumped. But
stomach stuff.
Pumic stuff. Yeah, thank you, David. Thank you, David. I'm drunk, but I'm not that drunk. Joe Dirty Lux, Kelly Johnson asks, Joe Dirty Lux, will you rip Dunkin' Egg if it's total trash?
Yes.
He will.
Fucking.
That's.
I live for this shit. I want Daily Show to call me so I can do like a Lewis and Black about movies. Not a Lewis and Black.
A Lewis and Black.
Lewis Black.
You making him a sequel? Lewis.
I'm making him a fucking
Lewis and Black. Is it like it's like Martin and Lewis?
Lewis Black and Farquaad.
Martin and Lewis and Black. David, I'm gonna play the rest of your message. I'm sorry because it's good. So let's continue. We got David on the line too. Oh my God. This show's a mess. Okay, let's continue.
No, I did not say that shit.
But had
Phil
that woman
said
had
it
a gun
first.
Sorry.
in her hand, she would have eaten a bullet. She doesn't attempt to save anyone, including that pregnant lady, and is completely helpless, even though we saw her cut up her own bite mark and sew it together and take care of Joel, albeit poorly, when he got stabbed with a bat.
David makes some good points.
And she hops in a boat in the pitch black.
Yes. Oh my God.
And somehow learned to operate
in a
it
dinghy
on
with a
rough
motor.
seas
And the
in a
dinghy
storm.
didn't break over the.
And had the courage/stupidity to do it twice. Yet, if you recall, she doesn't know to even be quiet in a room full of clickers.
Horrible.
Other things to complain about.
And it's the
Tell
direction.
you what, I'll leave those in another message.
Perfect.
You're absolutely right. Everything you said was absolutely right, Dave. Everything.
And we actually have David as our good buddy Lou.
Yeah, I know.
Lou in the chat says David
I'll
is
say this.
infinite. We got infinite David right now.
Infinite David, that's right. But it's David squared.
David squared.
It's like, what's strange is that when you're on the phone, for anybody who isn't aware, I can't hear the message that you're playing. And
You just
when
heard
I
us
go
read.
to watch it on my TV, there's a slight delay. And so I'm always like a point or two behind. And so over the phone, I'm just hearing Joe going, correct. Correct.
Fucking correct.
Yeah. That's right, motherfucker. That's right with what I said.
You were right. You were right about a lot of things there, David.
Hey, you know what? I've been around the block a few times, more than I can say about Ellie. But, I mean, Ellie's going around the block going, hey, I'm going around the block. Am I even on right now?
Yeah, no, you are. You're absolutely.
You are.
Is this thing on? Is this thing on? Wait.
Yeah, huh?
Hello. Hey.
I was waiting for the fucking laugh track.
Hey. There you go. There you fucking happy now? You fucking star.
Yeah.
No, me too. I need applause. I live on it.
I will say.
I got a question for you.
I think I was gonna. What'd you say, Phil?
Sorry, Joe. Joe has a question for you.
If you could rewrite one part of this episode, it doesn't have to be a part, but
just one
storyline, I should say, like one story path of this episode, like whether it be the Jesse shit or the Dina shit or the Tommy shit or the pregnant chick that dies and dude got shot in the fucking head.
Absolutely, AAJS.
What is your rewrite?
Totally
here?
did.
What is it that you did? And before you answer that part, did you play the games? All right, go.
Have I played the games? Is that what you asked?
That's the second.
No, I have not. I still have not played them.
Okay.
I'm very aware of what happens in them.
Okay.
But what would I change about this episode?
The real question.
You know, it's a good question because the stuff that I would change is like overarching things that would affect every episode.
Yeah.
It's not like, oh, I wish they had said this. It's like, no, I wish this character wasn't like this.
Yeah,
I would write this character to be better in this episode. But I guess if I had to pick a scene or something to change, I don't like anything that they did with Dina in this episode, like, at all. Okay? And it's not because that actress is bad.
No, it's written all
but
stupid.
it's a very weird. I don't understand what they're doing. Everything is so like put through a fucking wood chipper in terms of like narrative structure in this show. It just doesn't make any fucking sense to me. Jesse stole the show this episode. I mean, he was the only one.
Yes.
He was the only one that showed real. Is the word pathos? Like he actually, you felt him actually.
His mission. You felt his mission.
He's a real person.
Yeah.
Listen, he's a real person who calls her on her shit for being a shit-ass individual. But
selfish.
At the same time, they don't have the balls to have one of the other supporting characters or series regulars shitting on the lead character, making the audience hate her. Just anything that they have Jesse do that calls her out, they end up having him redact the same episode. They've done it every single time.
Yep.
Anytime Jesse has ever called her on her shit, it's felt very satisfying. And then they immediately etch-a-sketch that shit 35 minutes later, and he just goes, you're all right.
You always go gun blazing, and then they went gun blazing immediately right after.
And one of the worst things, speaking of the Dina character and what they did, there was a moment in this episode where they almost went montage with it, where they just flashed to Dina for a second, just stewing around, walking around. Then they flash to Jeffrey Wright's character just walking around for a second, like before the calm, before the storm. But why'd you go back to Dina? She's just like sitting there. They just showed her for like 1 second in the middle of the episode for no reason. And again, to David's point, I don't blame the actress. I don't blame any of the actors, really. I just think the way that they're framing everything out is just stupid.
I think the only actor that you can blame right now
Is Bella, but like...
I want to say Bella, right? I want to say Bella, but it's not on her
that she got cast bad?
And that I don't... Here's the thing about her being cast bad.
You think it's more about writing than casting?
I do.
Yeah.
I do. I think she could absolutely fucking hold this show. I think she absolutely could. I think one of the problems you have with a lot
I think
of
you just
shows,
broke David's heart, but keep going.
Well, one of the problems I think you have with a lot of these shows is we have this director this week, and we have that director this week, and we have that director, and maybe the writers may be the same, which I'm not even sure they are, but the writers may be the
I
same.
know, I call you Lou, but I say
directors out all the time. You're going to have them trying to direct a person.
Listen,
Joe,
when I watched
David,
I watched that clip that was getting passed around on Instagram and YouTube of Craig Mazin, and he was talking about the "I'm going to be a dad" scene, and he goes, like, yeah, just the energy and the happiness that just burbles out of Bella Ramsey in that moment is just so heartwarming and fuzzy, and I just go like, everything about what you just said is completely antithetical to what this subject is. Okay? If I just went, you know what, I made this Holocaust movie, and just the joy that the Hitler actor burbled out when he was giving his demands, it was just so heartwarming. It's like, dude, this is not playtime. Okay? This is supposed to be a serious world, and then you were just saying fuck it for the sake of an inside joke on set.
Yeah.
That's what this comes down to. I have been on hundreds and hundreds of film sets, and what happens is that they all like to have this delusion that they're a family, that they're all together, that they're going to be there for each other through thick and fucking thin.
Theater stuff too. Theater's the same way.
Then they get these little kitschy inside jokes where it's like, look at the inside interviews where they're interviewing the fucking actors, which shouldn't even exist, by the way. We shouldn't see any behind the scenes. This whole show loses all of its immersion when they're going, hey, you guys, you know what we're trying to do with this world? I'll tell you exactly what we did, and here's some bloopers of what we did, and here's whatever. I'm like, you are taking me the fuck out of it. You guys do not know how to build tensions to save your fucking lives. But when you allow these actors to goof off on set and joke around when the scene's supposed to be serious, and then you're about to roll, and they were laughing 10 seconds before she's supposed to be crying, it comes out fucking stupid.
Yeah, it's you're
and
not.
That falls on one person. That falls on one person.
The showrunner,
the director.
Yeah, but
the director is there on set at that time in that moment, and he needs to be the fucking, I'm sorry to say this, he needs to be the daddy or the mommy and sit down with his children and say, smarten the fuck up, act fucking right, stop fucking laughing, you put some fucking tears in your eyes, or I'm going to come over there and put them in there for you. There's a very, very, very fucking famous, super famous example of this, and it's absolutely every scene that was ever shot from The Shining concerning fucking olive oil.
Are you talking about Kubrick? Kelly Johnson, will Stranger Things final season be a fire or flop? I think it's going to be a fire. I think they have a good setup. I think season 4 was the best season of Stranger Things, all in all. So I'm excited for the final season with I'm
sorry, Phil.
No, go, David. You're fine.
Audio cut out on my phone. Just to springboard off what Joe said, yeah, listen, it's the same thing if you've ever seen Quentin Tarantino talking about Django Unchained, and when Jamie Foxx was first reading the first day on set, he comes in with this, like, suave, cocky, like, you know, chest out kind of attitude, and he pulls him aside after a couple of takes, and he's like, you know, what the fuck was that? You know, you're supposed to be a fucking slave. You're not cool, okay? You're a fucking slave. and you need to act
You're
like
not
a
cool
slave.
yet, right.
And then later you get to be the hero, but you're not cool, suave Jamie Foxx. You're a fucking slave who can't read, okay? And all of this shit. And it's like he had to tell him, listen, knock off your preconceptions of what you fucking think this character is. This is how it goes. And if you do this right, it will pay off in spades. And if you do this wrong, it's just going to look like another blaxploitation fucking movie that doesn't have any impact, okay? It's just going to be Dolomite with a budget,
Right.
okay?
Yep, I agree.
And that's the same thing with this series, man. The reason,
It's a
and
better
you all in
example,
the audience
David,
out
thank you.
there, I know that you've seen it multiple times, that when Joel was getting his fucking head caved in, they had to put the fake fucking tears in Bella's eyes, and the stupid plastic fake tears were dripping down her face, and they're sticking to her face, unlike actual tears, because she can't cry, because she was joking around and goofing off probably most.
Dude, it
before
was
they did
it was
that.
totally the fake
And the
tears.
same thing happened.
Really?
and the
I
same
did
thing-
not read this yet.
Okay, so let's continue with the recap here since we have David here. We carry off. She tosses her gun away. Okay, she wakes up on the beach, and the kid sees her, and the whistle stuff happens, and they grab her. They carry her off. They toss her gun away, and the kid said, she starts screaming, "I'm no wolf," but they don't care, and they tie her up. They put her in a noose. But right as they're about to kill her,
Hold on. Why do they have a noose set up? Who the fuck were they expecting to show up? What, and like all the way on the other side of the fucking island from where their fucking town is. So like, let's walk and set up a noose, even though we didn't find anyone yet. We're gonna have it all set up. Bonfire goes here, noose goes here. All right, now spread out and find a wanderer that got washed ashore in the middle of the worst fucking storm in a decade or some shit. Like what? What? What the fuck?
Queenly says JDL is fading away.
That whole boat sequence, fuck if it's in the game or whatever, it doesn't matter. That boat sequence fucking sucks for TV.
The boat
Some things
sequence
can't
is,
adapt.
but
You
she
should've
does not
skipped
get
it.
washed ashore.
It's a mistake.
I'm with you, Dave. David. I thought this was one of the worst parts of the episode. I don't want to be a.
She doesn't get washed ashore to that fucking island in this part. She does have to take a boat to the fucking little spot there, but she does not get fucking capsized and ride a wave a fucking half a mile towards the fucking shore of this place.
Dude.
No.
Dude, this fucking show is House of Cards the show. It's Dominoes the show. You pull one.
House of
puzzle
Cards
piece
is
and
way
knock
better
one
show.
card
David.
or domino over the whole
David.
thing collapses under
House
its
of
own
Cards.
weight.
David,
But
House of
you
Cards
can't
is a way
hold
better
up
show.
under scrutiny.
House of Cards is a way better show. So she turns around and it's
I don't mean the.
I know, I'm
guys,
kidding. I'm
talking
kidding.
about a literal House
I'm
of
being.
Cards.
I know we're being assholes. We're being
It'll just
assholes.
wait till you
We're being dickbags, David.
Poke.
Yeah, we're being dickbags. So she turns around and
All right, let's go back to the Muppets.
Yeah, and she said, yeah, shut up, Joe. Shut up, Joe, you idiot. So the Muppets are awesome. So she turns around and she sees a major explosion as the Whistler is all.
Is there anyone out there who fucking agrees with me? That was absolutely
No, nobody agrees with you.
No. Not everybody is a fucking Muppet.
Everyone loves the Muppets but you. Everyone loves the Muppets but you. You're the only one.
I'm not the only one.
You're the only asshole. You're the only asshole.
Joe was
fucking
57
stand
years
up
old when the
and
Muppets
show
came
your
out,
true
okay?
colors, America. You know you don't love the fucking Muppets. Stop listening to the fucking preachers.
David, what would you say? What were you saying?
He said Joe was 57 when the Muppets came out. Okay.
Exactly. He was 75 years old when those fucking Muppets came out.
I'm not even 57 yet. Wow.
Jake Jen
I know.
said.
I'm saying you were 57 then.
Jake
I'm
Jake
saying
Jen.
mentally you were 57. You were like 8 years old, but a 57-year-old in an 8-year-old's body.
Okay.
You were just going fucking Gonzo, dude.
Jake in the live chat says, "I should be. This should be regarded as one of the best TV shows ever if they did it correctly. But these artists are arrogant and they want to do their own adaptation instead of telling the actual story we have."
Right. Here's the thing: their own adaptation is whatever. Like it is. It
Thank
is
you,
absolutely. Jack. I agree that it's the artist. It's
me too, Queenly.
I
love the
Disney
Disney
parks. Craig Manzin. It's not the artist and the actors. The actors are doing exactly what they're told to do. right? They are the least creative person of the creative people on the set of a movie. I know that sounds really shitty to say, especially because it's them that we're watching, it's them that we're absorbing. But if anything they do, everything they do has to be written for them, has to be directed for them, and if it doesn't pass those two standards first, it doesn't make it to the screen. They are creative and they are talented and they're wonderful, and I love watching them.
Sure.
I love watching so many of them. But here's the thing, and I've watched, don't get me wrong, I am very entertained by Nicolas Cage movies. Okay?
You bringing
I
up
think
Nick
he
Cage
is
again.
the worst part of every fucking movie he is in. I absolutely do. And I will fight you tooth and nail, and I will prove to you that I am right on that. And I will make you watch them. I'll show you. But that's besides the point. The thing is everything that an actor does that you get to see is delivered to you through the director, through the writers, through the fucking showrunners. And if it doesn't pass those three people, we're doing fucking reshoots, or we're fucking redoing the scene, cut and start, cut and go, cut and go, cut and action, right? Over and over again until we fucking get it right. So bottom line is, it lays on the artists at that top level. Now, we already know Neil Druckmann wrote and produced and created and directed many actors and many writers to produce the most important video game possibly of my lifetime.
For you,
which means
yes,
of the
for you.
last 50 years.
It's not Zelda,
right?
but it's not Zelda, but it's pretty
no, no,
good.
not necessarily the most important, but one of the best stories, especially in the last 10 years. Right? No, no. Zelda, anything that came from Zelda came
No,
from
I'm
Zelda
kidding.
in 1980. Right? And that's all built off of that first fucking Zelda, which is amazing. And the Game Boy Zelda, which is fucking amazing.
Oh wow,
right?
the poll has gone. The poll started out like, I think we've convinced people. Thoughts on the finale so far? We get 86 votes. Awesome, thank you everybody. 14% say awesome, 14% good, not bad. 35% say meh, okay, and 37% said poop. Right now, we've convinced people for poop.
Well, and that's just
I
it.
will
Like
say
everything we've seen.
David, what were you say?
Yep.
I was going to say, as a film and television actor myself, what I would say is that I do think that I will give actors more credit than, and I'm not trying to say that Joe doesn't think that actors are creative. I heard what he said. I'm just saying that I'll give actors more credit here, in that they are extremely integral to the creative part of the process, and good actors will turn an awful script into something magical,
100%.
whereas bad actors or actors that lack the ability to really inhabit the mind of their character and make correct choices or interesting choices within that framework, if they don't have that ability, then it shows.
It suffers.
But here's the thing.
This is a classic
Here's
case
the thing.
of, it's like, listen, man, you could have cast somebody in Game of Thrones to play Tyrion, right? You could have cast the comedian Brad Williams, who's also a dwarf, to play Tyrion. Now, would he have brought the same gravitas that Peter Dinklage did? Absolutely not, because one's coming from it as an experienced comedian and comedic actor, and then the other one's coming from the experience of being an intense dramatic actor. They're going to have far different choices, far different dynamics of how they approach things. And what you have with Ellie on this show is a classic case of an actor who has not lived enough life or grown in her own life.
Correct.
And it shows in her work. That's why she was better as a child, because as a child, she was expected to act like a child, and she knew how to be a child. But as an adult, she has been basically praised since she was a child that what you're doing is enough. Don't change a thing. You're wonderful. You're booking shit.
What was that, Joe? Joe needs to cut you off, David. What's up?
I got two things to say. You're absolutely correct. And the converse of what you said about actors and what they bring to the table is the same can be said as well, which is why I was trying to highlight Nicolas Cage about the directors, the producers, the showrunners, the writers. They can turn a horrible fucking actor with directing everybody else around them and make good shit. Right? like
100%.
almost every
100%.
fucking Nicolas Cage movie, right? He is the worst part of every one of his movies.
Oh my
You're
God,
absolutely,
you're so
you're
wrong.
absolutely right about Bella being a child, and that brought me up to another thing that I remember. I forget who exactly said it, but they made a great point. If a child can do your job better than you as a fucking adult, you suck at your fucking craft.
Joe.
That being said, it's all about playing make believe and make pretend, right? So why wouldn't a child be able to do that better? Why
Here's
wouldn't
the
a child,
thing. I
Bella
want to address
Ramsey, be
something
able
really
to do
quick.
that better than the
Phil, I'm
adult?
sorry to
Go, David.
cut you both off. But for example, HBO's been having a problem with this, where you allow actors to goof off, not take their job serious. They're more focused on their own social media and their image than they are on the work itself. They're more focused on the press junket than they are the work itself. And then also, they allow things to get past, standards and practices and quality control that should never make it across. I agree with Joe completely. Director, writer, producer, whoever's on set who allowed some of these choices to be made and didn't say, let's do it again, or they didn't choose in editing the better performance or whatever the fucking
Or get a
reason
better
was.
take or
It's
something like
you
that.
should
Yeah.
be ashamed of yourselves, because it's the same fucking thing with House of the Dragon season 2 when the queen Rhaenyra kisses her assistant or whatever,
Massaria or
and
whatever.
it's like all the articles came out going, that was improvised. And I go, yeah, and it made no fucking sense to the story.
Yep.
Okay? It completely undercut the entire story. And now, what, are you going to pursue it? Some improv bullshit? George and these fucking assholes wrote this shit for the last 25 years and wrote all the history and lore and crap, and you're just going to say, fuck it?
Yeah.
We're going to do something
Yeah,
for
exactly,
funsies?
David.
It's like, there is nothing for
Agreed.
fun on a show that costs $100 million to fucking make, okay? Nothing is for your personal fucking amusement.
I fucking agreed.
I'm with you, Joe. I'm with you, David, because that was
I agree with him.
That
too.
was a
I'm
Joe
with him
rant.
100%.
I gotta take
fine.
a quick chat, Joe, because this is directed at you. Joshua in the live chat says, at Phil the Issues Guy, Phil, I know you haven't played the game. You should ask Joe, what do you think of the absence of the Lev character? Who's Lev?
Dude, I'm expecting that to be in the next. So the absence of Lev is because we haven't gotten any Abby yet. And every moment of Lev is with Abby. And I actually thought they were going to throw us a big fucking twist somehow, which would completely fucking destroy a big part of the Abby character. When Ellie got washed ashore tonight and they all took her and they were fucking stringing her up, I was like, oh, what? Are they replacing the Abby with Ellie? I'm going to leave it at that. Anything more than that is going to be fucking spoilers.
Yeah, you don't go too far. Kelly Johnson gives us another super chat, says, Joe Dirty Locks is right about Nick Cage, except for Moonstruck.
No, listen, there's Moonstruck, there's Leaving Las Vegas, there's fucking Raising Arizona. Those are legitimately the three. And then there's my personal favorite Nicolas Cage movie, which also happens to have Pedro Pascal.
Thank you.
And it's a new one.
Thank you, Dead Girls, for joining the crew. Thank you for that dime bag of support.
Took a long time to get there.
Kelly Johnson's got a super chat for David. David, you're totally right. House of Dragon is garbage. Chernobyl and most.
I'm with you, David. It is absolute fucking trash. It has been trash since go.
So Ellie shows up there. She sees the explosion. She arrives at the aquarium. Let's zip through the rest of the end of this episode. She looks around. The music mounts. She climbs up the roof with a light. She's shining that flashlight everywhere. And if anyone was sitting in the aquarium watching for her, she would have been fucked.
She would have been.
She looks around and yada 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 yada. She ultimately finds two people there. And she shoots the dude, and the bullet ricochets and hits. What's that?
There's a great line. Before we get to that, there's a great line that she says to him, which is from the game and from, I believe, last season. You are going to show me. You're going to point on a map
Oh yeah.
where the fuck it is, and then you are going to do the same thing.
And if it doesn't match, I'm gonna fuck
you
you
better
up.
fucking pray they both match. But you don't have them in the right situation. Like, good attempt, Ellie. This shows that you have some growth to do still.
Face
Like
Off is
everything.
amazing, Hale. Tune in next week so we can talk about this. Face Off is awesome.
But you need to be able to tie them up first,
Joe's
hurt them a
foolish.
lot first, and then threaten the real pain. You did it wrong, but that's what you need Joel for. That's what you needed Joel to teach you in season fucking 1, so you weren't just in there like,
Thank you, dead girls.
I've got you. I'm gonna
My little girl. Joe, we have to say a special thanks to Dead Girls who became a member of our channel, giving us a dime bag of support. Thank you so much, Dead Girls.
Let's give her a dime bag of support right now.
Toast up, Dead Girls. That is a great movie. Okay, let's zip through this a little bit more. So, the baby, she's pregnant. It's and she shows that she's pregnant, and she asks Ellie to cut the baby out of her, and Ellie doesn't do it. Is this similar in the game?
She doesn't. She completely fucking freezes. Listen. You just shot a dude in the face. You just beat a woman to death in the fucking hospital. You've been running for your life. There's a people at war. She's asking you to save her fucking baby, and you had like not within the last 24 hours. Some like
what's this character's name, Joe?
A little bit. Mel.
Mel. Okay.
And
Mel.
You don't cut open her fucking belly. Why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you? The worst that's going to happen is you're going to cut the baby's fucking head, face, neck.
Yeah, the baby
body,
dies
leg off.
anyway. You might
Whatever.
as well try.
The baby dies. Big fucking deal. You don't do it, the baby fucking dies.
Yeah.
Best case scenario is you have a baby in your arms, and now what the fuck do you do? So Ellie actually did the right thing. Let the fucking baby, the fetus, not a baby, die in the mother's womb. Like, there's a million fucking things in this world that could happen to that
and
fucking woman.
I assume that's in the game as well. Yes.
Yeah. But not with the fucking like, oh my god, I'm so no. What's her name was right earlier. She called in earlier. Left the voicemail.
Tracy.
No,
Tracy.
She was not upset about it. It happened. I'll get over it. I didn't want that to happen. It was a mistake. I swear to God, I didn't mean to fucking kill her, but I did.
Maddie says Ellie would be a daddy 2 times. Monty says, I guess they didn't really know what was going on in this episode. Every deceit may.
Oh yeah. Hey, Phil.
Yeah, go, David.
Quick question. How long do you think she was sitting on the floor? Enough time for Jesse to walk the opposite direction through the mud and the muck, somehow link up with Tommy through all of these
without a boat,
rainy abandoned buildings, find each other, sift through that entire building,
but Dave,
and then find her on the floor. And also, how much time was she just like sitting there where she could have actually tried to attempt to get the baby and just didn't try anything?
You're missing
but
one
this is the same chick who cut her own bite off of her own body and then sewed it up and also burnt herself just to cover up a bite. I mean, like, it's so tonally inconsistent and intellectually inconsistent just for the sake of creating drama, and yet the drama's already there. It's in the text, as they would say. It's in the game. You could just do it shot for shot, and everybody would be happy, and it would cost you the exact same. Okay, maybe it costs you a little bit more to do a few more clickers, but hey, man, you saved all the money in the world that you'll ever need because you don't have zombies in this show. So, what's the problem? Why couldn't you do that?
You're missing one part.
Anyway,
the one part you're missing there is that she washed up on shore. She was flipped over in her dinghy and washed out to the island first and woke up. And there's no telling how long she was out for on the beach or how long it took her and her boat to finish washing up in the waves onto the shore. So there's that part of her whole journey as well.
Tommy and Jesse would have found Mel and Owen and what? Killed them?
If they had gotten
Like,
there first, yes,
because they
they
would have
absolutely
found
would have.
them by accident anyway, because they didn't. Ellie wasn't shouting, "Jesse, Tommy, is that you?" Like there was no indication that they could have found her right where she was.
No, but she said to Jesse that I was going to the Whale and the Wheel. That's where they were. So after she found Jesse,
I guess there
after
was
Jesse
that.
found
But
Tommy, they went to the Wheel and the Whale. Even if they have to walk, we still don't know how long it took her to wash up on the beach, how long it took her to like come to on the beach, and how far they dragged her into the woods to the wherever the fucking lynching site for
That they
whoever
had set
washes
up.
up on the beach.
Yeah, that they had set up the lynching preset. So,
But yeah, all of those things considered, other than that, I was thinking the exact same thing you were when I watched the episode, David. Don't get me wrong, it was you asking the question right now, right this fucking second, that made me think of her washing up on the shore and the time in between. But up until you asking that question, I thought to myself, how long has she been sitting there? They kind of did a fade away and then like a whatever, and like, has she been crying over this dead body? Has it been 3 seconds? Has it been 30 minutes? Because if it's only been 3 seconds, why doesn't she fucking say something? You could possibly still cut that fucking baby out, but don't do that because you're gonna have to fucking drag a crying baby across
time
the
that they
fucking...
waste in these episodes when you know you only have a 7-episode-long season. If you want to cut some shit out, cut some shit out. Don't cut the fat. Don't cut the bones. Okay,
Correct.
like
And then add
I don't
fat.
understand what they're doing. It's like if a surgeon operated on the wrong leg. You know what I mean? You put the lines on the right leg and you saw it off the left leg, and you go, well, we
and
took
then
a
added
leg
a
off,
second
and you go,
penis
yeah, the
to
wrong
your
one,
fucking
dipshit.
stump.
It's the fact that you have Dina and Ellie having one of my least favorite tropes that they've done in this show a million times, where both characters are facing the same direction and talking wistfully into the middle distance at each other.
Yep.
And I go, face each other. And the scratches, who gives whatever, okay? Everybody in this world better have scratches, okay?
Right.
And also,
where did they
there's
come from?
inconsistencies there, too. Why isn't Dina scared to get her blood on her? Because she's still infected. She's just not symptomatic. But she could still theoretically give it to her. This was brought up when they had sex, but it's like they could still theoretically get it. She should be worried about, like,
passing on,
touching her blood or anything like that for fear of it getting on her skin.
Yep.
No, that is a very good point, David. Queenly says, I was so confused how Abby and company were not prepared for Ellie, even though they may know that she's an immune girl. Jake says there was so much action from the game that they cut out in the show. Ellie runs into the scars in a big ass building riding the boat. Does anyone still remember Abby? We'll get to Abby in a second, Maddie. So Dina opens the door and they're all
She didn't kill a fucking scar. She didn't kill a fucking single scar this entire season. She has to kill scars to get the fuck out of there. The reason why I don't think we had her kill any scars is because of what's coming next season, is because of Lev. But honestly, like, she should have been able to, like, take care of, like, I'm like, in the park, I killed so many fucking scars as her in the fucking park. Nobody kills any.
David,
they all just run out of the fucking park.
David, we have a super chat for you. Kelly Johnson says, David, can the Duncan Egg series repair the damage that House of the Dragon has done?
No, never.
It's for David.
Can they actually follow the fucking book and not change something for once?
Maybe. I fear that they hesitated production because they needed to add a few scenes of that dagger in. You know, somehow we have to get the dagger in to connect it in. We have to put a White Walker scene.
I don't care if the dagger's in it.
Just make a good story.
I think the dagger is in it, actually.
It might be. Because Blood Ring.
It's in the
like, have the balls to tell a story. Stop cutting out shit just because you're worried about how, like, 100,000 housewives in the Midwest are going to react to it. Just make a fucking show, and if people don't like it, then people don't like it. People didn't like The Sopranos either. Just fucking make a show.
Absolutely, David. So Jesse and Tommy make it right at the last minute to save the day. Tommy's like, they made their choices. They were part of it, and they drag her out of there, and they head out. And they get back, and Tommy's like, they get back, and Dina lets them in, and Tommy's like an NPC. He goes back off, too. Jesse and Ellie, they have the conversation, and they have their usual banter.
Oh, hold on, that was a super chat question for David.
Yeah, I got it. It was the Dunkin' Egg question, I believe.
Yeah. You got it.
Oh, fuck you douchebag.
David, you too.
David's not drinking.
Whatever's in front of him, coffee, water, whatever.
I'm drinking right now.
Okay.
There we go.
He's hanging out over there.
I got a bottle of vodka right here.
Sure he does. Sure he does. I do too. Okay.
I do. It's a Svedka.
Oh, I do too. That's actually the kind of vodka I'm drinking right now. So
Tito.
Rich boy. Fucking rich boy with
Rich
fucking
boy,
Tito's.
that's fucking slum shit.
No, not anymore. No, I'm drinking even cheaper than
His name
Tito's.
is Tito, and he's
fucking
fucking
gift,
Russian
dipshit.
vodka.
He's
What?
got the fucking Tito's. Look at him, rich boy. No,
The
I actually
Russian standard
I
is what
poured
it's
my
called.
shitty vodka in a Tito's bottle so I don't feel as bad. So Jesse and Ellie have this whole conversation about thank you for coming back, but he's like, "Well, what Tommy made me come back?" No, he didn't make me come back because you're a good person. And it connects to the conversation they had a second ago. He says, "I was out there. What made me come for you was if I was out there, you would have set the world on fire for me." And I thought it was an actual good moment from him. It was like a good kind of acting moment. And
Why?
No.
Why?
No.
Correct.
David and
Correct.
Joe, tell me why I'm
David,
wrong.
Correct. David, I'll let you take it.
You want me to go from the top rope, or do you want to go, Joe?
Go. Top rope, go.
I'm trying to spin this positive,
I
guys.
if you need to, but you
I
got
know
this
you
shit.
are. You're keeping it a debate, which is interesting. It's better than three guys agreeing. On
No,
something.
I was bored the fuck out of this episode. I'm trying my best, guys. Here, come on.
But
No,
I will
he
say
actually
this.
thought that shit.
This is what I said earlier in my voicemail and when I first joined. It's like, this is what I said, is they have Jesse tell her to her face, "Listen, you selfish prick, you're only out for yourself, you're ridiculous, you're irresponsible, and you're going to get everybody killed." And the end of the episode goes, "You know what? I know you would have done the same thing for me, you crazy son of a bitch. Come here."
It's totally the fucking
Bullshit.
stupid
When
fucking
she
shit.
fucking completely fucking abandons him.
Yeah,
Yep.
she abandons him. And you know why they do it? Because
I love
this
you
is
guys.
the Muppet Babies.
Go.
They're doing the Muppet Babies.
Muppet
It's like they wanted to do it before he ate a bullet. That's all they did.
Yep.
No,
They go,
totally.
"We need to have
I'm
a
with
nice
you guys on
moment
that.
Because otherwise Ellie's going to have two people on her conscience that she told to go fuck themselves.
They literally
before they
needed to
die.
make us care
And then-
about him for 5 seconds so they
and
could
then-
murder him.
On top of that, what part of Ellie that Jesse has ever seen, that we have seen Jesse
Sonic,
see,
your boy. Everyone.
shows any kind of fucking loyalty to anyone else? She's reckless. She fires at will. She doesn't care about what anybody else thinks. Like she and fucking like Jesse and Dina have both told her, like, you're just this selfish fucking person. Like you're mad at Joel, who did nothing but fucking save
She
your
does get
life
his
for fucking
forgiveness before
ever?
she died. Before he dies.
Like, but what on earth
You know,
have we ever seen
I'm
them
glad
two
we
together
spent.
to see?
I'm glad
that
we spent
she would do that?
65 grand an episode so that he could forgive her right before he died.
David,
That's what we needed.
you're cracking me up tonight, David and Joe. Okay, so Sonic your boy says, "Everyone take a drink for Phil, who just graduated Fancy Lad School." Fuck you, Sonic your boy. I love you. I love you, Sonic. You're the best, buddy. Okay, so Jesse and Ellie, they have their fucking bullshit conversation so we can give 2 fucks about Jesse for 5 seconds till he gets shot in the fucking face in a second here. But we'll see him more next season, I bet, in scenes with Tommy. So they hear some shit. They run.
I bet you won't.
I probably not. I'm hoping.
I
Nice. Got a
bet
great
you anything
question
that
in
you
there.
think's coming isn't.
You're probably right, David. I'm ashamed to say.
It's this show's got a case of the Walking Dead where they keep blue balling you, going, "Hey, you wait. Season 11's gonna have it." Remember how we said that season 10's gonna have it?
Don't
Season
worry.
11's got the juice. You just keep holding out for that juice, and then you get to the end, and dude, that grape is a raisin.
KP, I see KP calling in. I wish I could get you in, KP. We're going to keep David on a little bit longer here. Once we finish the recap, we'll keep David through the recap. But hold on, KP. Call back in after we disconnect with David in a little bit. I definitely want to get your thoughts too, KP. I wish I could conference call both you motherfuckers in here right now. I got to work on my phone call technology here. Okay, so he says I was... Yeah, whatever. He gets shot in the fucking face. Jesse gets shot in the face. And honestly, you guys can hate on me and trash on me as well. Suddenly, the screen is filled with a good actor.
Who?
She may not be cast right as Abby, but I think the actress who plays Abby actually owns a scene. Like when she
No. This one scene. The one scene
when she shoots him in the face,
but
she
you're
yells
gonna
and shit like that.
ignore every other.
Yes,
Hold
I'm
on,
ignoring
stop,
everything else and saying this scene worked.
Stop.
This scene
Stop.
worked.
Stop. You don't get to see her shoot him in the face. You don't get to see the bullet hit his fucking face. You don't see any of that. That's in your fucking imagination, Phil. None of that
Are you
happened.
saying I'm Willy
All you
Wonka?
got
Is this
to
pure
see was him
imagination?
shoulder
Pure
the door
imagination.
And then fall the fuck down.
Everybody take a drink.
We all need a drink, David.
I'm drinking some of the vodka right now with pomegranate in it.
Good, I'm
And then a dead
vodka
body.
soda.
But you don't get to see anything fucking happen, actually. So, and then all you get, she delivers
Fucking
one
theater
line.
of the mind, Joe.
Yeah,
Just
no, and
imagine
that's
a better
fine.
show.
And that's fine. That worked well. It worked well. That's kind of how it happens in the game, too. You don't see any of that shit. You're surprised by, Abby's there. And that's good because that works for you.
It was
as the
surprising. I
audience.
didn't see
It
that coming.
surprised you. And that's why you feel like you saw some good shit. But if you remember every other moment that this bitch has been on screen, and I'm sorry for using that word to describe her just because she's on screen and it's the person and I'm fucking drunk and I'm a fucking piece of shit. But I did. But on top of that, aside from every other second you've seen her on screen,
He said
you've
it,
seen her
people.
do
You
nothing
piece of
but
shit, Joe.
fucking whine. You've seen her do nothing but fucking run, and then you've seen her do nothing but fucking kill Joel while whining about it the fucking whole time. Yes, like Negan in some big fucking rant. You hurt my daddy 5 years ago, and I've hunted you down this whole time so I could beat you in the head. Like, no, come on,
Joe,
man.
I have a question. I have a question for David in a second because
They
David
did
got
not make her strong. They did not make her a leader. They did not make her anything that she is in the game. And as far as the actress that is portraying her is concerned,
I like her.
She's whatever. You like her. She's pretty. She holds up.
It's not about her being pretty.
Fucking Abby. I will.
Listen,
Shut the fuck
I will
up,
hit the two of you, okay? Where it's like her performance was fine, but it is marred because of all the bad shit around it and the fact that we've gotten so little of her this season. It feels unearned. It feels weird. It feels like we're skipping things and jumping to the intense stuff so that then we can retroactively next season catch back up to the present, which is fucking annoying. Okay.
Yeah.
No, I'm with you on that, David. It was a little bit of the Eddie Murphy joke of starving for a long time and getting a cracker. Joe, before you were
no. It's worse than that. It's worse than that, Phil. Because right before this,
Kelly, 1 second, Kelly.
You have Isaac telling the audience,
KP, great to see you, buddy.
How fucking awesome she is. And how much you're gonna get from her.
Oh yeah, she's the Neo. She's
you're
Neo.
You're not gonna know you're getting a fucking Ritz, Phil. You're gonna be like, oh, it's another fucking saltine. But because someone else talks her up beforehand, and you know you're about to get an Abby scene because they do it, they immediately fucking talk about her right then and there, and not just our characters because they talk about her frequently, but But Isaac. Once Isaac says her fucking name, you know she's coming back in one of the very next scenes. Period. It is such a writing fucking trope. You will see that time and time and time again. Mention a character who hasn't been on screen. Tell us a little bit about that character. Then show us that character being that. Because if they're not, at least you've already put it in the audience's head that that's what they're getting. It's a little bit of fucking brainwashing. It's a little bit of fucking gaslighting. And it's all fucking con. This is not Abby.
It's a classic case of telling and not showing.
Yeah,
Yes.
I mean, I can't disagree with you guys. I think I was blinded a little bit by the Ritz phenomenon of her finally showing up, and I legitimately do enjoy this actor as a performer. I've seen her in other things. I just think she's a good performer, so I'm anticipating her performance, and I was hungry for it, and I think she pulled off.
Yep, and so you thought it was fucking awesome.
And the rest of the episode was boring as fuck. So it actually was an action moment that felt some tension for the first time in the fucking episode.
30 seconds. It was 30 seconds. It was one.
Let me just finish the episode.
And it ended with a shock cut screen.
Joe, let me just finish the episode because there's only one more scene in the episode. She comes back. She kills Jesse, shoots him in the face. She's about to shoot Tommy, but talk shit with Ellie. She realizes who Ellie is, and it looks like she shoots Ellie in the face, but we don't know if that actually does happen. We'll have to wait. They cut the wait. Wait 1 second, Joe. They cut to black. Abby wakes up and she looks upon her kingdom, and we see it. And they put this like it's a big reveal, and they slap you across the face at the bottom of the screen with it. Like they slow swipe it, the Home Improvement, like wipe it. They slow wipe it in Seattle day one to show you you're back in day one, and that's the end of our episode, Joe and David.
But here's the day one thing: her getting woken up on the couch, or putting down that book, that specific book, her getting up and being like, "Oh, I'll be there in 5 minutes," and then her walking down that hallway. That's all in game.
Yeah.
That's all in game.
It makes sense.
That's the direct day one introduction of Abby. Now,
what book was she
great
reading?
Shot.
Like 48 Ways to Make Friends and Influence People?
You get a great shot in this, too, of her looking down at where they're staying. They're staying at where the Seattle Seahawks play football, and I don't know the name of the stadium. And you can see that they've built all the structures. They got farming going on. It's a big military complex, right? But right before that, Phil, like, here's the thing. You hear bang, and you know there's another season. The only
2
other
years
person
from now
we haven't heard from in this building is Dina. So what are the odds Dina comes out and hits her or shoots her or does something and doesn't get Ellie? Or maybe does get Ellie, but not in her face. Like
we know Ellie's not going to die
we know Ellie's not going to die.
Kelly Johnson has a question.
And that's disappointing about why would you end it like this? You know you've publicly said you've got at least 2 more seasons to do. You know that there's a whole audience out there that have played the game that knows the season's the end.
Joe,
this isn't a cliffhanger.
Joe, what's interesting about that, too, is that we're going to wait 2 years and probably not see Ellie a lot next season. David, we have a super chat question for you. David, would you piss on House of the Dragon if it was on fire?
I'd rather piss on that.
I mean, I might piss on it. It's still a piss on its stage. But, I mean, after like 2 episodes of season 3, if it doesn't bring it, then no, I wouldn't.
And Kelly Johnson, another super chat. The whole Jess Courtship was the talent not show, and absolutely all telling, not fucking showing. Phil should do an after stream just for corny songs on my fancy machine. Oh, we'll see about that. We'll do some corny songs on the fancy machine. There we go. David, any last thoughts on this episode before we start to wrap this stuff up?
Well, to bounce off, I guess, something that you guys have addressed kind of indirectly is when they announce that they're going to be doing a next season, season 3 or season 4,
Yeah,
before the second one is even fully finalized.
Yeah, have you
And they
heard
have
them
these-
say that like they think they're going to need 4 seasons to tell the story?
What was the question?
No, I said
heard them say it.
they've announced that they definitely need 4 seasons to tell this story.
To me, even the way that is phrased sounds like they are trying to just get more money, and they're like, it's a wink to each other.
They're trying to beg
Like,
HBO to not cancel them.
yeah, they're preemptively trying to, just like with the show, just like with saying that Abby is great and wonderful and you need to know that, they are trying to do the same thing with getting more seasons. They go, this show deserves a 4th season, and if they say that enough and people buy it enough, then they will be granted one.
Yep.
And it has worked. Daryl Dixon did the exact same thing. They got approval for season 4 before season 3 even came out. So guess what, everybody? If you love Daryl, have no fear. He's not going anywhere. And if they announce another season of Dead City, well, Negan and Maggie aren't going anywhere.
Not
so no
yet.
need to worry about that or watch week to week, because might as well just binge it in 6 hours later.
Not yet,
so
KP.
What I'm saying is,
I'll say it.
When you have these announcements of future seasons coming, when you have these inside the episodes, behind the scenes, interviews about what the cast, about their lives or their characters or whatever, you take people out of your story. You make it more about the marketing and about your what is it? Your brand.
Yep.
Than
yeah,
your
you're totally
story.
your brand.
And so you are trying to make it about your brand. And you are branding this great, but you aren't delivering shit. So you should be ashamed of yourself.
Yep.
Yeah. No, I'm with you, David. David, thank you so much.
Advertising.
David, thank you so much for all your contributions, as always, to the show this season. It's always awesome to have you, my friend. Thank you so much, David. We love you. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to The Walking David on YouTube. Make sure you find Walking David on TikTok, wherever you are, and check out David. David, if people wanted to see, David's going to be working on some films. He's got a new show coming that he's been working on that I can't wait to see, kind of inspired by Always Sunny. David is always working on something new, so make sure you keep an eye out on The Walking David. David, thank you as always, my friend.
Hey, I appreciate you guys. Love you, boys.
Love you, David. Take care, buddy. Walking David, our co-host, amazing part of the show. Joe, we got a voicemail from KP. Let's play this fucking voicemail. Let's see. Let's play this voicemail from our good buddy KP.
It's me again, fuckers.
Oh no, it's David. That's David again. Hi, David. We love you, buddy.
What the fuck? What the fuck did I just see? Like, what the fuck? What the fuck was that? Honestly, and so Ellie's just killing people now. She's just a murderer. She just.
Yep. No, these are bad people that came and killed Joel.
Killing.
They'd all deserve
She's killing and causing others to be killed. This show is fucking.
What was that, Joe? I'll pause, KP.
The people that Ellie has killed all came and killed Joel, held her down and drugged Dina while they beat Joel to death. So everybody that we have seen Ellie kill has deserved to fucking die, as far as I'm concerned. Pregnant woman, yes, deserved to die. I don't give a fuck what she said to the group to make them not like, oh, maybe we shouldn't. Oh, whatever. No. You're there. You're lending assistance to the party that is killing my adoptive father. You all are culpable. You all must die. Pregnancy be damned.
Yep. And let's play the rest of KP's message. Yes. KP, we love you, buddy. Thank you so much for the voicemail. We appreciate you.
It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. It makes no sense. Like, usually people act in a relatively similar way from day to day. It's call their disposition, their personality. And
Correct.
this,
And we've seen
these
none of it
people,
from her.
their disposition,
What was
their
that, Joe? Oh, keep it.
personality
He's right.
change.
He's absolutely right. People have a disposition. It's how they basically portray themselves throughout everything. Some people have a second side to them. They do fucking dirty, weird shit off on their own. Sometimes out of shame. Sometimes out of, whatever. But that aside, like, people mostly operate on a day-to-day basis exactly how they are on a day-to-day basis, right?
Yep.
So we haven't seen any of this bloodlust that we are getting.
No,
now,
dude, I haven't seen any bloodlust from her.
which is kind of why they wrote her to be crying over the dead bodies and then hurt by whatever, like, oh, well, she's getting her back washed and shit, and then crying over the two dead people in the aquarium and shit. Like, I think they have completely rewrote
Not
both
tonight, Jackie.
characters. Both Ellie's character and Joel's character are completely different people than they are in the game. In the game, you know that she's capable. You know that she's got all this fucking bloodlust because you're fucking
But
her.
Joe, wouldn't you have
Kill
not,
everything that fucking moves.
Joe, wouldn't you have
Everything
not
that
minded if it was,
rabbits, deers, fucking cordyceps, fucking raiders. It doesn't matter. If they're not standing in fucking Jackson, you fucking kill them. You kill everybody except for two other fucking people that you see outside of fucking Jackson or Boston. You fucking kill them all. Like, both as Ellie and as fucking Joel. None of that is in the game. None of her fucking missions from the game was transferred into the show. So if you're feeling exactly like fucking KP is feeling right now, you have every fucking right. It all feels weird that she fucking kills this pregnant lady, that she shot this dude in the fucking throat, that she beat a fucking girl in the fucking vapors or whatever, in the spores. Like, all of it feels weird because none of that have you seen from our Ellie. The only violence you've really fucking seen from her was while she was fucking trying to fucking not get fucking raped and eaten by a fucking psycho in a fucking ski lodge in the middle of the fucking winter. Like, no shit. You should absolutely feel like KP does right now.
absolutely, KP. Let's finish KP's message. Whoops.
Plot and the fancy file.
Let me rewind that a little bit.
Change to accommodate the plot and the fancy
DJ
file
better. Great to see DJ.
every once in a while. There's no consistency in the way I put any of these people act from day to day. They're villains today, and then they're angels tomorrow, and then
Oh, I thought you had
villains the
something.
day after that, and so on and so forth. Yeah, I'm done. Have a good evening, Phil. Have a good evening, Joe.
You too, KP. Love you, buddy. Sounds pretty real. Kelly Johnson with another super chat. Kelly, you are fucking
I wouldn't have known if they didn't say anything. I would have thought that was your
right.
comment.
Wouldn't you have actually thought that was real congas, right? Yeah, it's pretty fucking good. Like to set this up next to my drum set instead of carrying out my conga. You know, like to play this or bring this is pretty.
Nice to not have to carry around your congas.
Yeah,
and microphones.
dude,
So,
to record it on and record it pre-record.
Yep.
This sounds like good enough, right? Like,
that is really, and it probably easier on your fucking fingers.
dude, so much easier on my hand, and I can do stops. I can do like the hand pop things like that.
And there's not just the hand pop, but you got the fucking swipe pad up top too. I think, right?
Yeah.
Oh, you got to set up for fucking snares.
Yeah.
Off of cymbals or whatever the fuck you got to set up for. Hi-hat.
Let's see. Let me find a good one. Wait, let me see this one. Let me do it. Let me do a good one, Joe. Here we go. Where's this one?
like effects on a fucking steel drum or like a sitar effect.
Yeah. Sorry. It's like a weird sitar steel drum effect. Like we got to go to some open mics so I can just like play the shit out of this thing.
Yeah.
This instrument was literally made for me, Joe.
It's up your alley.
Yeah. You're like I'm not good on it yet, but it was literally made for me.
Oh, you'll get much better.
Thank you. So, she acts like she's 12 in a comfy world instead of 21 in a deadly world. Oh, we didn't even play did we play the end of? Oh yeah, we did play the end of KP's Masters. Let's take a Nick Cage movie break. Okay, we're at the end of the show here. We'll keep Joe. What do we got? We'll keep Joe for like 10 more minutes here. Before we end things up.
Wait for me tonight.
Yeah, he's got food. So we'll keep Joe for 10 more minutes. We'll take questions on any subject.
So I need to.
Yeah, Joe needs to eat before he passes out. Let's end our poll right now. We have 101 votes. Thank you so much, everyone that voted in the poll. Thank you, everyone that's tuned in tonight.
Wow.
That means at least 100 people have tuned in throughout the evening. If 100 votes, doesn't that mean like I'm not a mathematician, Joe? Right? That means
That's 100 people.
That means at least 100 people.
We have a full. Like this is of 100% here.
Yeah, we have 101 people.
One of those votes is for me, so we can take off the 101.
Okay, that's the one. So 100 people. I did not vote. So 100 other people voted. So thoughts on the finale? 36% of the people of the 100 say poop. Poop. 30...
After talking about it, I would like to be able to revote, Phil.
You're revoting for poop?
I would revote for poop. I actually voted in the 16th percentile.
Joe, I'm no
big, not bad.
Joe, I'm no big city lawyer, but I think you and David made a case for poop.
I think we did make a case for poop, and I voted because, like I said, I'm looking at this through the eyes of it not being prestige TV.
Oh yeah, you got that prestige TV thing up your butt,
dude. It is so it's crammed up there hard.
It's crammed. It's banging you. It's banging you so hard from behind, dude.
Prestige. No, this is apparent that HBO can fucking scoop as low as fucking AMC.
See, Thrash Face is the kind of fan that kind of listener, viewer, whatever, friend of the show, whatever you want to call it, that we really need, Joe. He says, I haven't watched any of season 2. I just enjoyed the recaps. David is given Exhibit A and Exhibit B of why this season sucked. You were not poop, Jackie C. Rachel, I like the epic visuals a lot. I like some visual stuff too. I'm no big Zeta lawyer. I like the finale, says Jan, but it wasn't awesome. I will still tune in for the next season. Sonic, I'm lost with all the Marvel spinoffs. The best Marvel thing in a while was the Daredevil series. I like the Daredevil stuff. That's good. Last of Us season 2 finale versus the House of Dragon season 2 finale. I think Last of Us season 2 was probably better because the House of Dragon season 2 finale wasn't a finale. It was the second to last episode that they didn't pay for the finale. But I prefer House of the Dragon as a whole. Oh, as Jan says, I prefer House of the Dragon as a whole. Same thing. So, Joe, what are you hoping? Are you you kind of liked season 1? You, as a whole, on season 2, what are your kind of final statements, final thoughts on season 2 as a whole?
It feels like a completely unfinished. Phil, I don't want to be edged.
Yeah.
You can edge me for an hour, for 2 hours, for 3 hours, and that's fine. I can deal with that. But there's gotta be a finale.
Yeah, you got to make me come.
And I feel like there's been nothing. I feel like the story that they gave us for season 2 is completely unfinished. It's not a story at all. It's like it was all. I feel like it was almost nothing cohesive, with a little bit about what KP said and their characters feeling off.
I don't want to edge you, Joe, and we can't end. We still got like 70 people watching right now. We can't end this.
Yeah, what are we ending for?
Yeah,
I'm hungry, but like,
what do we stop?
They'll know you have to end, when I puke on my keyboard.
Exactly. We got a couple, but we got a couple more
And
drinks.
and for that, you know what?
Keep us coming. Anyone else have any? My favorite DC is Black Lightning, except for season 4. That was trash. It doesn't even feel like a cliffhanger. They didn't really leave it on a cliffhanger. Joe wants to end so bad he's gonna get so drunk that he can't finish.
And I go puke on my camera. It'll be fucking
Joe,
sick.
the biggest problem I have with this whole thing isn't the whole season as a whole. Because my thoughts on the whole season, having a non-game player, it was okay. It had some ups, it had some downs. I think for the most part, the acting was pretty good until this last episode. I think
the most action you got was episode
3.
Is that the Hard Home?
But yeah, the Joel Hardhome episode.
That's the most action you got. And that was only half that episode. You maybe got you remove that episode and you
Joe, are we doing Welcome to Derry? Are we doing the It show?
Welcome to Derry.
Yeah, there's an It show coming.
Oh no. Oh God, the preview from before the episode?
Yeah, you don't want Joe to do that.
No. First off, like there's no genre that exemplifies shitty fucking movie making like horror. There's a lot of great high concept. There's some good writing. There's great effects. There's great gore and stuff like that. But honestly, when it comes down to it, there is no genre of filmmaking that exemplifies shitty filmmaking quite like horror.
Porn.
Now, that being said, I did enjoy the original.
Tom P. Great to see Tom P in the live
But
chat.
that had a lot to do with also
Love you, Tom.
what's his name playing the clown?
Tim Curry.
Tim Curry playing the clown, and the redhead from Homeland. Is that the show that he was on, Homeland?
Oh yeah, I know. Yeah, yep.
Like
Queenly asked us, Joe, to get this back to Last of Us. Queenly asked us, was there enough? Do you think there were not enough infected featured in the series?
Yeah. Oh, there's never been anywhere close to the like. Here's the thing. What you need to see is like, sure, Jesse and Ellie are walking down the street. Sure, Dina and Ellie are walking down the street. Sure, whoever is walking down the street. There needs to be more infected as well in those moments of relax. Shock scares, if you will.
Yeah.
Right? There's also a whole part of like when you play this game, you have to like unlock many doors. There's a lot of locked doors that you can't get through without picking their locks. Like with your stiletto and shit, like it breaks if you don't do it right. You don't get in. If you do, there's a plethora of supplies, of course. But like, there's just so much that they've taken out. And yeah, where's the urgency? Where's the danger when you don't? If they had at least sent 12 people with Ellie, deviation from the game, I can deal with that. That's fine. Have the 12 people fucking die by the time we get there.
Yeah. No, absolutely.
Show us the urgency. Show us the fucking danger.
M's adds in the live chat. The set decoration is great. There's some they're decent actors, but the spotty storyline makes you hate the actors. I dread every episode.
Agreed.
Yeah.
And I got to tell you, every part of the spotty storyline comes from Manson.
Charles Manson?
Manson. Not Manson.
Charles Manson? Are you talking about Charles Manson?
Because the game is fine. The game doesn't have these moments where you question like what you're doing or why it's happening or who you have to kill or why you have to kill them or whether or not you're going to be okay. And when there are those moments, there's a cutscene that takes place. But no, there is not enough of any of that stuff. And it's all due to this fuckface showrunner Manzin who came in and is like, we know how to do TV. You guys got video games, so it's a different kind of storytelling. No, storytelling is fucking storytelling. All the video game shit, that action shit, you can absolutely do. We know you can do it because of all the thousands of 80s fucking movies and 90s fucking movies and 2000 movies that are nothing but action, like John Wick. We all love John Wick. All you had to do was kill the fucker's fucking dog, and you're okay with him killing absolutely every fucking person he sees.
Joe, we got a couple of super chats I missed. Kelly Johnson. Joe, what would a Valeria versus Geist show look like? I'm not sure.
I played the game to Mario Zelda The Last of Us show. Wait, what? Phil, what?
Joe, what would a Valeria versus Geist show? Kelly, I'm not sure we know what guy. We're not.
I need to see it. I need to find where you're.
GHIS.
Gis.
Yeah. What would Valeria? I know what Valeria. What would Valeria versus a GHIS show
Versus
look like?
Jizz?
Jizz. What would a Jizz
Versus
show?
the Jizz Shield? Dude, my Jizz Shield is fucking top notch.
Joe's Jizz would dominate that.
Ain't nobody breaking through my Jizz Shield.
Kelly Johnson was calling me out. Phil, I had a super chat question for Joe Dirty Locks, but I'm not sure we know we're Kelly. Help Joe and I understand because we might know. Joe has read the books, but he's not. It's been a while.
I feel like I know what a guess is, or Jizz, or the Jizz. The ancient empire of Jizz, Phil.
Jizz.
What is the ancient empire of Jizz?
Stop the Jizz. Tom P, our good buddy, old friend, one of our original viewers, Joe. Tom P gives us a super chat. I played the game. I played the games too. Tom P has been hasn't been around in a while, but it's great to see Tom, one of our originals. Tom P says, "Thank you, Tom P, for popping on in and giving us that super chat. It means more than you know, buddy. I played the game too, Joe. Mario, Zelda, and The Last of Us. This show is ridiculously not good. I turned 39 on Thursday. Happy birthday. My birthday was last week. Happy birthday, fellow.
I agree about the show being not good.
May friend.
Now, Phil, let me ask you a question. And him, who said that about I played Zelda and Mario?
Tom P.
And
Tom P.
Tom. So here you go. You got this, and you have this.
Oh, the Slaver cities are remnants of it. So like the Slaver cities versus Valeria kicks ass. Valeria has too much power, too much skill, too much like.
Oh, jizz.
Yeah, Valerian destroys the jizz. But anyways, go Joe. Sorry.
So you have both movie,
love you, Tom,
or television through cartoon for Mario, but you have both game and screen, like movie. For both, or TV show for both this.
I like the newer Mario movie, and I also like the Bob Hoskins.
We don't have a Zelda yet. They've never licensed out Zelda.
It's coming now. They're making it right now.
So, what are they going to do to fuck that up, Phil?
If they do it the way they did the
honestly, what are they going to do?
If they do it the way Zelda's never really been about the story, it's more about the gameplay. I mean, if they do the Zelda,
gameplay doesn't work on the TV on the screen.
If they do the Zelda the way they did the Mario movie, I think they can pull it off. They can't take it too serious.
Which Mario movie?
The animated one. Like
is that the newest one?
Yeah, the newest one. Just make it like a fun kid movie for everybody. Don't try to make...
Is Zelda an animated one?
Yeah, I think it's going to be animated.
No, fuck the animated. I'm talking animated doesn't have a place in... That's animated.
They're not going to mess up Zelda. They're going to do a kind of Breath of the Wild thing probably.
An animated movie is not a movie. We want to include...
That's a horrible take. An animated movie's not a movie. You're fucked up. Fuck you.
No. We want to include all the...
First you hate the Muppets, and now animated movies aren't movies?
Stop. That's not what I'm saying. The animated shit has a place, right? But when we're talking, movies and shit...
Excuse me, princess. Shows, yes, Josh.
Having it as a cartoon puts it in a different category. Having it as animated puts it in a different category. Batman is not Batman when it's animated.
The
as
best,
to when it's
the best
fucking
Batman
up.
movie. The best Batman movie
I
is an animated
agree,
movie.
Phil. I agree, but it's
Mask
not.
of the Phantasm is the best Batman movie.
I agree that some of the best Batman shit out there is animated. The best
Batman versus the
out
Ninja
there-
Turtles is a great fucking movie.
The best Batman out there is fucking still shot, still drawings with fucking thought bubbles.
We got another
Right?
voicemail,
Like, it
Joe.
only comes with 50 fucking pages, right? Like, and you have to wait a year to read the fucking whole story. That's the best Batman, but that's not what we're talking about. The best Zelda is the video game. The best The Last of Us is the video game. Animated is not movie and TV, right? So we're
Michael
talking,
Keaton
like,
is the best Batman.
what would they do to make a Zelda movie? What would they have to do to not fuck up the live action Zelda?
It's tough because Link doesn't talk. So except for in the cartoon series with the "Excuse me, princess."
He doesn't talk at all. He doesn't. No thought bubbles. No like interaction with any character
not really.
whatsoever.
No.
All the things you read on screen are from other people, not him.
Yes,
Right.
for the most part,
That
yes.
show sucks. Oh wait, that's not a show. That's a game.
Your game sucks. We get another message from your show about your game sucks. The
No,
last
that's actually kind of cool. I didn't realize that, Phil.
he's
But I feel like
silent.
I feel like in the first Nintendo one, there's talk from him.
No, he's the silent protagonist. The only time he talks is in the series with "Excuse me, princess," the Captain Lou Super Mario Brothers series. Other than that, Link never talks.
I don't know. I feel like I've got to save the princess, or like.
No, he does not talk. Link does not fucking talk.
All I know is that in the Game Boy one, like that fucking, I could whistle that song for a million years.
Oh, the Link's Awakening.
You know.
Yeah. Okay, let's play KP's message here. Oh no, I'm not playing KP's message. I'm awful at this, Joe. I'm an awful radio host. I can't play messages. I'm horrible.
Yes, the Giscari people who fought against Valeria and they lost, and as a result of them losing,
see, that's what I want to see.
Plague happened, like what do you call it? The thing that turns people to rock. That what do they call it? Fuck, I can't remember the name of it right now. But anyways, yeah, it's the Giscari Empire that lived along the Roaring River. Come on, you know that.
So, Joe, awesome, KP. Joe, question in the live chat. A couple of people. Who for you is the best live action Batman? People in the live. Sonic Boy says Keaton -- 1, Bale, Affleck #2, 3, everyone else. Joe is the cutest cat ever, says Jackie C. I definitely can double that in his previous cat, baby.
Honestly, I don't like. Oh my god, this is such a loaded question. There's a lot of good things about a lot of the Batmans, but I'm gonna have to go with
Answer the damn question, asshole.
George Clooney.
You stop trolling the audience. Who's your favorite fucking Batman? Mine. I'll say mine before you. My favorite Bruce Wayne is Christian Bale. My favorite Batman is Michael Keaton.
Well, I actually, honestly,
If I have to go with one, it's Bale.
I like Affleck.
Yeah,
I don't know.
you're strangely a fan of the Snyderverse. DC,
No,
DC stuff.
I hate BVS. I hate Batman vs Superman. I've always hated that. That whole concept fucking destroys my brain as stupid.
Oh, look at that super chat, Joe.
And for the most part, it like destroyed. Oh my God, Kitty, I love you too.
Joe,
it destroys my brain that like even super smart Lex Luthor. Like, I'm sorry, Superman. Fucking shoot him in the face with lasers. Done.
They do that with the Justice Lords in the animated series.
Like there's a certain time, like you're allowed to kill Superman. It doesn't make you a bad person.
Joshua Barrowman says, Phil, I got to send you a gift for the amazing Excuse me, princess. You guys have rocked for nearly decades now. Keep it up. Honestly, Joe and I, whether we got 2 listeners or like we're lucky enough right now, let's see what we got right now. How many people are watching right now? We got 60 plus people watching right now. Whether we got 1 person or 60 plus people watching right now, we'll be doing this until we fucking die. so we thank you guys for joining us. Does Joe hate the Batman versus Superman director's cut?
I hate anything that's Batman versus Superman. It makes no sense to me. Like I've ranted about this in a previous episode. Like there's no part of Batman that could at all challenge Superman.
If he has kryptonite on him, he can.
No. I just fly away and I'll come back tomorrow. I'll shoot you with lasers from halfway across the planet. I'll fly out into space and I'll shoot you with fucking lasers from there, Batman.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely works.
Follow me to the fucking moon. Follow me to the sun while I shoot you with lasers out of my eyes.
Joe.
Like, I can see you. I can sit in the center of the sun and see you on planet fucking Earth and shoot you with fucking lasers.
Joe, last question of the night. Superman versus Homelander versus Omni-Man. Homelander gets his living shit kicked out of him.
Omni-Man is one's a drugged up fucking human. The other one is an alien. There's no question. Homelander is powerful. Omni-Man is far more powerful.
But if you so it comes down to Superman versus Omni-Man, and I think ultimately Superman probably takes it.
It depends. Like, how close are they fighting to a yellow sun? Does Superman lure him in? Is Superman smart enough to do that? I believe so.
And
Superman has super smarts
and
as
for
well.
whatever it's worth, Omni-Man is not the most powerful of Ultramite. If we're talking about Thrag or something like that, that's a different fight. I mean, Superman might have some problems with Thrag or Conquest or some shit like that. But that's a different story altogether.
But here's the thing: the Voltrumites are Superman.
No, I mean that's what I'm saying. It's like an equal.
They're modeled after the.
It's an equal fight against the Kryptonians. Yes. It's Kryptonians.
Kryptonians and Voltrumites are the exact same people.
Yeah, I mean they're based on each other. It's going to be an even fight between the two of them.
They're not based on each other. The Voltrumites are based on the Kryptonians.
Fandom motherfucking D-Saint is in the live chat. Great to see Fandom. What do we got? We got
even more evident by the Snyder fucking verse.
Anyone have any Joe reminds me of the Grinch. He hates everything says Shorty the Jersey Princess.
Watch our reviews of the first 5 seasons of Game of Thrones. Watch our reviews of the first 7 seasons of fucking Walking Dead. Watch our reviews of Better Call Saul. Watch our reviews of a lot of things, and you will see.
Shogun. We did a couple of reviews of
Shogun. Watch our reviews of Shogun too. You will see I do not hate fucking everything. I hate bad shit. I don't even hate bad shit. I like bad shit. Don't get me wrong. I watch a lot of bad shit, right? But like
you like a lot of bad shit. You totally.
I do like. I like objectively speaking. A lot of people can find some of the stuff I like to be absolute dog crap. And I own that. I own it. But I'm not going to sit here and pretend something is good because the book it came from, the video game it came from, or whatever was good. Show me something good, and I'll tell you it's good.
Do you hate Muppet Babies too? Joe has no soul. He hates the Muppets.
I never watched the Muppet Babies because I didn't like the Muppets. But like what I did like the Looney Tunes kids. I forget the Steven Spielberg's
Tiny Toons.
Tiny Toons, yeah.
In Animaniacs.
Animaniacs.
You didn't like the Muppet movie with Jason Segel?
No.
What's your problem with the fucking Muppets, dude?
They're awful.
You're awful.
They're not funny.
You're awful. I mean, you are funny. I can't tell you you're not funny. You're pretty fucking funny. But you're awful.
I am.
Joe, you're down for next week to talk about your top 10 worst actors?
Oh hell yeah! I will make that list starting tomorrow.
Oh my god!
When I have clearer thoughts.
Tiny Toons was great. I like Tiny Toons better than Animaniacs.
Hey, you're never gonna learn how to swim floating at the bottom of a pool like that.
There's a difference between bad and bad. I like crappy horror
Does
side.
anyone know
absolutely.
who Elmira Duff is and
Yes.
who she's related
I'm gonna
to?
love you and hug you and call you George.
Who's she related to?
I don't know.
Who's her uncle?
Elmer Fudd?
Yes!
Yeah.
Fudd Duff.
Yeah, Fudd. Okay, Joe.
Yes.
This is The Last of Us. It's ended. We were talking about what shows you and I would cover again where we get you out. We're gonna talk about next week. We're gonna come back and do the worst actors and stuff list. But talking about shows we're gonna cover again. Dunkin' Egg is not coming this year, so we're not gonna talk about that. The other show I think we're gonna talk about is Stranger Things, but that's gonna be one show.
Yeah.
And we're gonna do about the stream. But the Vince Gilligan sci-fi show starring Kim. Are you going to be watching that?
Are you watching Murderbot?
I haven't started it yet.
We should be doing that. My cat was named after him.
Raleigh
Skarsgård Stiltskin.
What's it on?
Apple.
Oh, I got Apple thanks to my other co-host Tony Teflon from Teflon TV. If you haven't subscribed to Teflon TV, make sure you do that.
Yeah, we should be doing that. We actually should be doing that. That's something. I actually, honestly, I will say this. That is a show that I think up your fucking alley.
Really?
Yes.
Interesting. But also, Joe, speaking of which Apple Plus, let's just get down to this. Apple Plus has the best shows right now. It's not even close.
They do. They have the best 10 shows on television.
We got your favorite show, the soccer show. What's the name?
Well, Ted Lasso was really good,
and it's coming back. It's coming back. Shrinking.
They got the best. They got a lot of...
Joe. Let's count them down. Ted Lasso, Shrinking, Severance. This show you just talked about, Murderbot. I know people like. Silo. People like. It's got a lot of really great shows that people really enjoy right now.
Yeah, but there's other shows on there that I don't get into that have gotten some good, and I don't watch them at all.
Oh yeah, you're like one of the few people that hated. You're one of the few people that hated Severance season 2.
Yep, I love season 1, season 2. I will never watch another episode ever again.
Hates the Muppets. Hates
Severance after episode 2, and Katie was like, "Wow."
Joe, we never talked about. Did you enjoy the end of Cobra Kai?
Did I enjoy the end of Cobra Kai? Cobra Kai is one of the best shows to have actually. It was
so good. It ended so strong. There was some.
I can't wait for like the Jackie Chan.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch. There were some episodes and seasons that weren't as good as other ones, but for the most part, Cobra Kai delivered on the message that Cobra Kai should have done, and every season paid off in an interesting way. And the end of the series paid off. They gave you every fight you wanted to see, and it was done so well and funny as fuck till the end, Joe. I like Cobra Kai all the way.
Yep. So they have a lot of shows. I wish I could find a list of their actual shows. I'm watching Your Friends and Neighbors right now too. So.
That nonfiction just said that one. Your Friends and Neighbors. The Squid Game finals coming up soon. I know Joe dropped out, but I actually like Squid Game season 2. I just thought it was unfinished. I'm curious to see how it all ends. I'm definitely curious, and I gotta sign up for Netflix. What was that show that just came on Netflix? I haven't watched it yet. Tony said it was amazing, and I think you agreed on it too. What was it called? Fuck.
Black Summer.
No. It's Adolescence, maybe? Is that what it's called?
Yes, Adolescence was fantastic.
Yeah, Tony was saying
6 hours of your life you'll happily.
Yeah, I haven't watched it yet, but Tony was saying it's like one of the best series to ever. Like, it was really, really
It
well
is
done.
one of the things that's overdone, but like they joke about in the studio even a little bit is like the one shot, the episode or the movie that's one lot, like Birdman was one camera.
Yeah,
one
like
shot
the Birdman
throughout.
thing.
Like each episode of this show is that one camera, you follow it the whole time. If you are going to be focusing on a new character, that camera is going to change and follow that other person. Like, it's done really fucking well. It's compelling. It's
I'm gonna be signing up.
heart-wrenching.
I'm gonna be getting like every once in a while. I sign up for Netflix because I'm gonna be getting up for Stranger Things and catching up. So I'm gonna be watching it in the next couple of weeks or something like that. So I'm excited.
Oh, I give you my password.
You can't do that with Netflix anymore.
Yes, you can.
We'll talk.
I watch Netflix in 5 different locations, dude. Already.
Well, I'll take it, but I'll take it and if it works. It works. I don't want to fuck
Like,
you.
why would they not, like, I'm allowed to go to your house and watch some
We're
shit.
close. I mean, we live pretty damn close.
But am I not allowed to go to somebody else's
You
house
are, but
and
I don't know
log
if we're
in?
allowed to sign in at the same time. But who's-
How often am I fucking watching Netflix? I've watched everything on Netflix.
It's true. You and I will never be watching at the same time. I
got Netflix, I got Peacock, I got Paramount, I got Max, I got YouTube TV, I got Apple Plus, like I got Amazon Prime.
You got them all.
What? How often am I watching Netflix?
You're catching them all. You're the fucking Pokemon master over
I
here.
am. It's disgusting. I also got Hulu and Disney.
It is. Everyone, if you haven't already enjoyed this shit, please hit the like button. Please hit the subscribe button. Make sure you like this video. Thank you so much for making this our, like, every episode we've gotten more people viewing, so we really do appreciate it. We know we're hit and miss sometimes with how often we do this shit, but we're excited to be back, and we're not going to stop now. So I'm going to be busy in the summer, but Joe and I will try to do periodical Sunday night streams here and there, and we hope some of you guys join us. And we'll be talking about movies, talking about some TV shows next week. We'll be talking about our top 10 worst famous actors.
And some other shit.
And some other shit, yeah. It'll be one of those random streams. We'll probably have 10 people, but that's okay, Joe.
There'll be a lot of arguments. That's for sure.
It will be a lot of fucking arguments. Oh my god, give Phil your password, says Queenie. Come on.
Yeah, you can have it. You can have them all. You can have all 12 of them. It's all
Catch
the same one fucking password.
Love you guys. Thank you, live motherfucking chat. You guys were unbelievable tonight. We still got 50 people are rocking right now. You guys are fucking amazing. Thank you. Love you guys. Talk to you next time. Peace.
Peace.
We are free.